you!
You're scared. And you should be.
This is not your company anymore.
Leave the cheek of CM Punk.
Out! Combo move! This is what they've been doing! Hey, McAfee!
Everyone shut the up and sit down!
We got a mom in the front row who taught her daughter how to suck dick!
I'm Mina Shirakawa. I used to be a model. I want to put on a big show.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the Saturday Shenanigans, hosted by yours truly, the Renegade JJ Williams. Hi guys. Hi guys. CM Punk drama bullshit to the side. I still consider Hangman the worst AEW champion they've had. First of all, we're going to bring in Walter Cruz.
I said that as a joke when what's his name did his promo Monday. He said, "I'm from a prestige university." I said he majored in Steiner, man.
We've got the Heb man, James Hebert, in the house.
I do really cool and dumb things for mutants.
Right. A lot of shit going on here. A lot of fucking crazy ass shit.
Where is Noah JD? Well, say his name and he appears, because we believe in Noah Foster.
Fuck is this intro? It is one of those things where as fans we do have these desires of what we want to see, but sometimes you can't always get what you want, and there are reasons you truly don't get what you want. I wouldn't even listen to this in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. What the fuck is this shit? God, rap is whack. Like I said, never been a greater time to be a wrestling fan than with more companies in a more lucrative spot, in a more comfortable business spot, in a sense of mind, it seems, than ever. Again, WWE is not the only one. It is not the end-all, be-all. So let's go back to the Renegade Wrestling JJ Williams to get the official word. JJ, speak!
Make sure you tune in every week, because you never know who's going to drop in to join the shenanigans. Catboy is in the house.
Hello, my internet family. I say if you want to make them as evil as possible, make them really mad.
We have Mansfield joining the party now. What is going on, Josh?
Like I told no one when we were in Cleveland, him joining Chase U was just an unfortunate side effect of my shenanigans towards you, JJ. I know how it can get better, Noah. The panel chooses you.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
He said that so like.
We got the intro back.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
just like how you and I had lunch together the other week.
That was different.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King is here. Say his name and he appears. We believe in King A-Train. There are so many believers in Joe Hendry. The only person on this panel that doesn't believe in Joe Hendry is King A-Train. Tell the world why you do not believe in Joe Hendry.
The reason I do not believe Joe Hendry is he is Fandango 2.0 in a entrance merchant. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Hey! There's nothing wrong with being an entrance merchant. He has some of the best entrances of all time.
Teleporting into the command center, all the way from Angel Grove High, Datilla.
Oh, yeah. I went to the command center on Thursday. I went to Vasquez Rocks, which is where they filmed a lot of episodes. Somebody actually climbed to the very top of those rocks. I made it halfway. I was like, I'm not going up there. Definitely Toni Storm versus Mariah May. That's the one match I probably am looking forward to the most. I really like the story. I'm familiar with all about Eve, so if it plays out that way, I kind of know how this is gonna go.
Say goodnight, Datilla.
Good night.
James, you did say his name. So he shall appear, ladies and gentlemen, first time on the Shenanigans. Jeff Meacham is in the motherfucking house.
All right, we're coming in hard with the botch. All right, fucking hell. It's good to be back. It's good to have an opportunity to talk to the crowd on a Saturday. If you want to have yourself stomach through it, you can go back and watch when the Main Event Mafia took over Impact. That's what James is talking about. So if everybody just joined us, we're talking about people sedating people, attempted murder, boys, and tips. Welcome to Saturday Shenanigans, everybody. Aren't you glad I'm back?
Welcome back, Jeff.
Cool. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to this. It's an institution in more ways than one, if we're being real. It is the Saturday Shenanigans, and I love that I'm part of that intro still, and just my for those of you just joining this clip is one of the best things we ever did, and I'm so hysterical that's a thing. I am the host of the moment, if you will, because we are awaiting the arrival of the Renegade JJ Williams from his workplace, but we're also in the bottom of the eighth of the 2025 World Series, and us LA people are going ape shit, and the whole of Canada is going ape shit right now as the Blue Jays are leading by a run. But we're gonna talk about the wrestling. We'll talk about the World Series when it's over, one way or the other. But for now, let me bring in those that are here, and those that will come in later. They shall come in later. They shall appear as they are named. First of all, the man who came into the green room fresh away with a topic to discuss. We'll get into that topic as we get there. Mr. Hebert, James Hebert, good to see you. I'm going to add the background because it looks like shit back there with that.
Hi.
I'm just not fucking paying attention.
You know when you got the Santa hat and I got the Yukon Cornelius Buccaneers hat.
That's right.
That it's Christmas time.
Hey, I will tell you,
coming to be Christmas
I
time.
gauge it on the House of Mouse, and I say that because I wait for the first commercial to actually air on television. And it did during the World Series tonight. I saw the Christmas time commercial, but at work on Thursday, as we were making the tram loops back and forth, I'll put a picture up because I had a picture. They were staging the big Christmas tree just off stage. So I'm like, I see it. It's a thing. They did the thing. So
they did the thing.
Time since Thursday, and Halloween was fun. I got plenty drunk ski and I had fun, whatever. But it's November 1st. With all respect to those on Thanksgiving and Veterans Day and all the things in November, Christmas time is here. So fuck it. Anyway, next up, he was with us during the Saturday Main Event call. Much appreciated for that. We're no longer calling him the original, by the way. He is the only Big G. Fuck with Grayson Waller and his dumbass self.
Yes, fuck Grayson Waller.
Fuck Grayson Waller. Just like fuck Jeff Jarrett ruining this man's life. Fuck Grayson Waller. Big G's here. How are you, Big G?
I'm good. I'm tired. I've been watching. What did I watch while we were gone? Men in Black.
Oh, okay.
They dropped the whole thing. I think they dropped all 4 movies on Peacock. So.
Oh, nice. Okay,
my Men in Black's. My Men in Black binge.
Tommy
Lee Jones was so old but so young back then.
Right? I've not seen the third one the whole way through in forever.
You're not.
And I still haven't seen that offshoot with freaking Thor bullshit yet.
You're not missing anything.
Or Thor's brother, whoever the hell it is. So I'm not seeing that yet.
No, it's with it's with
Hemsworth.
It's with Hemsworth.
It's
with Hemsworth.
It's the other Hemsworth. It's the other white meat.
I see.
Joining us as well, much to our surprise and joy, the man who's going to take over moderating for me because I just really didn't want to. I was going to fill in and be nice, but he's here, so I'm going to let him do it. The Renegade JJ Williams is here, everybody.
Hi.
And I know he's sitting there in the bottom right, and we'll go ahead and just put him where he belongs. There we go. I know he's sitting here conflicted with my attire because as much as he enjoys Christmas as I do all year round, he's going, can we have him on the fucking Thanksgiving? Can we please get through November 1st at least, asshole? No, we're on the same page.
Hey,
okay,
what
good,
if
good.
Listen.
Look.
What if we are thankful for Christmas?
Yeah, I am.
I have always been a person, and Meacham, I am surprised that you forget this.
I'm old and tired.
I have always been a person that when midnight strikes on November 1st, Christmas music begins playing.
This is true.
Okay, that's fair.
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
and,
You know
and
what?
I just
You know what?
I love
we
Christmas,
were doing all
but
right during Sarah's main event with the Cena love, motherfucker.
I
But
know.
look, listen,
and that's assuming that I don't start it beforehand, because the
Oh, I know.
argument
God.
can be made. The argument can be made
yes.
that with horror movies such as Jack Frost, Krampus, Santa's Sleigh, The Nightmare Before Christmas, that are both Halloween movies and Christmas movies.
That's right.
So I'm just saying here.
I
I'm
think
just
AJ,
saying.
I think we need to either bring back an offshoot of the no DQ debate or just have our own panel discussion once and for all. Make the determination. Loser gets thrown off a Nakatomi Tower.
Huh?
You can Die Hard Christmas movie or not. It's like,
Even Bruce Willis said that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
okay. Well, okay.
He
hang
said
on.
that during his roast.
During his roast, yeah.
I was going to be mean and say, when did he say this? But he said during the roast he was still lucid, so it's okay. Okay. That was wrong of me, and I feel bad for it. 100%.
Shame on you. Shame.
Shame
More
on me. I am a bad man for that. I should be stoned for that. And maybe
He's a bad man.
don't. That's right. Don't fuck with Jeff Meacham. I'm a bad man. God. We're telling G on the air. 43 days, dude. This
By
sucks.
the way, that album is 20 years old this year.
What's that? I couldn't hear you over my spine curving. It was up to my hair grain from that. Sorry. What? Jesus Christ.
What'd you say, Sonny?
Right? That means that come next year, that album is old enough to drink.
Oh,
I don't want that
God.
album to drink. That scares me.
Don't have albums drink. That only makes a recipe for disaster. You thought Woodstock was bad. You ain't seen nothing yet if albums can drink.
I am just pointing that out. That come next year, that album would be old enough to drink.
So here's the thing, James. To quote Mike, here's the thing. If we have a CD drink, it gets sticky and you can't really use it. Vinyls drink, you can clean it off. You have a cassette drink, then you've got fucking issues.
Oh yeah,
It's all up in the tape. And if you have an 8-track drink, fuck it. I mean, it's already drunk for me and old anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's
pretty bad.
But yeah,
a lot of
to
gurgling.
the earlier point, come November 1st, Christmas music begins playing for me.
Yeah, Jay, for
It
me,
is my favorite time of year. Me and Meacham, when we lived in the original casa, like it was literally a Christmas off to see who was the bigger Christmas fanatic.
Yeah.
And I think despite the Santa ambassador nature that he has adopted since those days.
Yes.
I think the fact that I was a little bit older and actually was able to school him on some stuff Christmas, I narrowly edged him out.
Yes. I will say that.
In our then Mrs.'s perspectives.
Well,
now that he's an ambassador, he might have the edge on me slightly.
Yes.
Because not only is he an ambassador, but he works in the one place where you would expect to find Santa during his downtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I mean, literally, think about it for a minute. You know, whether you believe in Santa or you don't believe in Santa, put that to the side for just a second. If Santa Claus were going to go anywhere in the world to visit people, don't you think it would be a Disney resort?
Pretty concentrated gauge. Yeah.
And think about all the kids that come through the Disney resorts on a daily basis. Think about how many from around the world he gets to see on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yep. It's so
just saying. So that's something me and Jeff have always kind of firmly believed in. Like if Santa, when Santa is not at the North Pole and he's visiting, he's at a Disney resort.
And at this point here, he's definitely in the Disney California Adventure side of things because the setup the parks have given him the last 3 years, chef's kiss, dude. The parks have gone above and beyond for the big jolly guy. So
especially ever since we got rid of the Thunder Ranch, because Santa and the Thunder Ranch was
Yeah, and
because you had like the log cabin, you had Mrs. Claus out there with the reindeer.
Yep.
Like,
yeah,
Disney is good at telling stories.
Yep.
You believed walking into that Thunder Ranch.
Yeah, I have noticed since they moved him and the missus over to Pooh Corner for the photo op part of it at Disneyland.
Not the same.
I mean, there's a couple things wrong with that, and we're like just we're on the topic until we possibly can because I'm trying to get to this fucking ball game.
It is what it is.
There's been a couple things. First of all, the photos themselves are garbage. There's a home run by Rojas, by the way, so we're tied up. Oh, awesome.
What inning?
We're in the top of the ninth. The Dodgers are up with their last opportunity to hit, and they've tied the game now. So we're definitely going, unless the Blue Jays hit well in the bottom of the ninth, fucking not, we're going into extra innings again. But right now we're tied. So
okay.
Anyway, the biggest problem for me for them being in Pooh Corner, at least at Disneyland, is the sight lines and the tree shadows.
Fair.
Because when Santa's in what is essentially Pooh Bear's spot, the shadows from the trees fuck everything up. And it's the same thing on Main Street with the tree. There's certain times of day you can't take a picture on certain parts of the tree, certain sides of the tree, because the shadows are just abysmal for photos. So that's my main issue with having the photos at Disneyland, period, at this point. But over in California, Disney California Adventure, let me be properly expressive. They gave them a whole setup there in what is generally God, what's the name of the damn trail usually? Most times I never go to DCA because I don't like going over there.
By Grizzly River Runs and
yeah,
stuff?
it's across the Grizzly River Run. It's like it's a wilderness trail. They usually have the
up
Russell
stuff.
from Up and like that group like inhabit that
Carl,
space.
Russell, Doug.
Right. But in recent months, I know last time you were there, they've moved the Pixar people in general up into the Fantasyland Theater. Like that's where they do photo ops now. I got a great picture with Carl Fredrickson up there earlier this year. When I went in,
why they wouldn't be on the Pixar pier?
Well, so
but if common sense was common, more people would use it.
I think there's a couple schools of thought there. On the Pixar pier, right by Toy Story Mania, they'll have Woody, Jesse, Bo Peep over there. The rest of the Pixar pier, they kind of just like throw random ass people out there. Like they'll have the characters from Inside Out over by that attraction. And then the Pixar Place Hotel photo op for days inside that hotel lobby. But having the Toy Story characters, the Pixar characters, the Pixar pals playing over there in Fantasyland Theater, I don't know if they know what they're going to do with that yet. Santa was there last year, so that may be the thing this year. When I go back to work next week, he may be already set up there. I don't know, but he hasn't been in Pooh Corner the last couple of years. James and Jeff are going, fuck's sake, what are we talking about?
I know, you're fine, dude.
Look, we acknowledge
I
the
can't wait
fact
to go
that it
back
was
to
a
Disney.
slow news week. So.
Very much so.
It really has the past couple of weeks.
No, it has, and we've got. James's topic is great because I do want to talk about not only Russo being back in wrestling with JCW, but the fact that everybody and their fucking mother was convinced he was going to the NWA, and it's like, you guys do actually read the news, right? Like, the fuck, folks, what are we doing?
Dude, I thought it was real because when WSI usually puts something out, they have a very good batting average. So it fucked me up when it was like, wait, it's fake? What the hell?
I saw the headline and went, there is no fucking way Billy Kidman.
Yeah, I was like, what?
There's no fucking way it's happening.
Now, I'll be real. I'll be real with you, right? If you look at how the NWA has booked the last 5 years.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's being a little harsh. I mean,
maybe
the
Sinister
Minister Sam Hain incident notwithstanding.
Yes.
When I was tuning in on a weekly basis to NWA Power, it wasn't horrible.
No.
It wasn't what you and Noah thought NXT 2.0 was.
No, not at all.
Okay, like we have to put things into perspective. And granted, I hadn't watched NWA television since it was
here.
Well, yeah, other than Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, since it was NWA TNA.
Right. Okay.
Like, those were my eras of NWA television. NWA TNA, NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, which only about a year into its run became Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and it disassociated itself with the NWA, which is why I don't think of it as an NWA show.
Okay.
And then this.
Yeah.
But because of NWA Power, I discovered Tiffany Nieves, who I got to meet last week.
Yes.
Nice.
I saw Jack Cartwheel for the first time.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't even realize he was in the NWA.
It was a one-off, dude. Like, it legit was like one match that I saw him in, a throwaway match at like, what year were they this year? 77?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
So probably like NWA 75, maybe 76. Just a throwaway match that he was booked on.
Wow.
But I saw him there for the first time. You know, some of the other talents, you know, Kenzie Page. So it's like that. Are they corny, campy, and carny? What do you expect from the NWA?
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But it's not Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
No.
Well,
there's no riddle box matches. It's not the Brothers of Construction. And I like the Brothers of Construction, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing them in December out here in LA.
Right.
Yeah, like, so,
like, I'm curious to see who they're gonna book them against. Like, dude, put Brothers of Construction versus Bear Dozer.
Oh God.
I mean, to be honest, Bear Bronson, dude.
That could slap as a death match. I'm not gonna lie. Could
but then James has to see Senior Pus Bubble bleed.
I do have to see Senior.
Then he gets all girly, man.
I do. Listen, I just want the dude to have good health. That's all I want. I want him to rest.
Is that so wrong?
He needs cream for that bubble of pus that is forming. And it is bad. It is concerning.
What do you mean that is forming? That has formed.
I'm sorry. That has formed and continues to form. Let me come correct.
It's happening already. Anyway.
And Ash, I see you commenting along in the chat room. I did send you the link, darling. So if you are free and able to get into from work, you know, maybe you're at work still and that's why you're commenting along. But once you are able, please feel free to pop in, darling.
Yes, indeed. To answer your question also, Ash, it is in fact Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yes. See, that's my biggest issue is there's two JCWs. So it's confusing as all get out.
And they both work with GCW.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Like,
one is
are you confusing yet?
One is basically a sister promotion.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other one is a partnership.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
It's the NXT TNA AAA.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. The Juggalos are TNA AAA. Jersey is NXT.
Yeah, that makes sense. By the way,
So when I say JCW, I'm talking about Jersey.
yes.
If I want to reference the Juggalos, then I actually type Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Which is helpful.
Or you could just say the ICP promotion to make sure people aren't confused. That's what I do sometimes.
Because then people will be like, who's ICP? Are they still alive?
Right.
Do they really have a wrestling promotion? I thought it was a gimmick.
Yeah, that's true.
Very
So here's the thing. How long has Russo been writing for them? Do we know?
Not too long.
Not
so
too
he
long.
just recently
from the report that I read, and instead of going to dirt sheets, you know, I do follow Russo. So from Russo's own mouth, unless he's working us.
Yeah.
He's written about 6 episodes of JCW Lunacy, which was probably kind of like a trial run. And the thing just kind of became official.
Okay. So that would have been around the time during this partnership then, because
Right after the gathering, probably.
Yeah. Because
right after the gathering of the Juggalos.
I think it was even a little bit before, just because.
No, because if it's 6 episodes and they do it weekly.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It probably would go back into Homecoming. So maybe the stuff that JCW did coming out of the GCW Homecoming in Jersey, because that was late August.
Yeah.
So that would kind of line up, middle of September, he would have taken over. 6 weeks, if it was consecutive weeks, would have brought us right up to last week.
Right.
So I would say coming right out of the GCW Homecoming angle.
Yeah, that makes sense. So,
because there was probably heavy GCW booking influence with that stuff and the gathering because of the interpromotional stuff.
Right.
Makes sense to me.
And now that that's kind of petered out and, Tremont lost the title to Too Tough Tony, the brothers lost the belts back to YDNP. Neither company has the other company's belts anymore, and kind of like Journey and Tremont's theme song go their separate ways.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll say this much about Russo being a part of this, right? Because most people have known that I think all of us, even if you're a fan of Russo, have criticized his booking, especially with the TNA shit, the WCW shit especially, right, towards the end. And fair enough. However, I'm going to surprise a lot of people because I am one of these critics of Russo. I think this is the perfect fit for him.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't see how this is even a bad thing. Which is why I'm really surprised nobody is talking about this enough. Yes, granted, he's made a lot of mistakes, and I know he's lost credibility in a lot of people's eyes, but when you break it all down, there has been one consistent with Russo. He's always been a fan of the ICP. This dude was pushing him. He was pushing these guys when he was writing for WWF and WCW.
In 1998.
In 1998.
Well, yeah, you figure the oddities.
Yeah. This dude loves the Insane Clown Posse, and he still wants to write for wrestling. They're taking a chance on him. And quite honestly, when you look at what Lunacy was doing before he started writing, it was no different than what Russo would write. I mean, look at the talent across the fucking board. Look at the way they're being booked. Dude, Colt Cabana is doing a goddamn boss man gimmick right now in Lunacy. It's so Russo.
Bananas. It's bananas.
This shit is so Russo anyway. So
yes.
Why not?
See,
I don't see a problem with it personally.
I feel like I'm one of Russo's, I won't say biggest, but one of the guys that defends Russo more than other people do.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a few reasons for that. When I got into WWF back in that late Attitude Era, it was very much Russo and Ferrara booking that attracted me and hooked me and roped me in.
Yeah.
One of the things that Russo has always said, and I will stand behind him by this, is if you go back and you watch those Attitude Eras from Raw, everybody had TV time.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if you were Taka Michinoku and Kai and Tai. It didn't matter if you were Val Venus. It didn't matter if you were Stone Cold Steve Austin. It didn't matter if you were fucking the Disciples of the Apocalypse, LOD 2000. He found a place for every talent on an episode of Raw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you say the same thing today?
No.
No.
And granted, brand splits. But if you look at the Raw roster and the SmackDown roster, how many people can you say that you do not see on a weekly basis?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest pet peeves we complain about seemingly every week on every show.
Yes.
So that's one place where I will forever defend Russo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's rightful.
Number two, the WCW stuff. How much of that can you truly put on him?
At this point.
Even back then.
Well,
when you give somebody X amount of time to turn the ratings around, and then because you don't see an instantaneous result, you pull it from him and give it to somebody else.
That's actually
And
a very fair point.
especially when, if you look at the ratings, there was a slow uptick.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't an overnight sensation. They didn't go from doing, 2.1 to 3.7 in a week, but they went from 2.1 to 2.3, 2.5. There were slow, gradual upticks.
Right.
And then as far as the TNA shit, again, I came into TNA at the 1 year mark.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing weekly pay-per-views.
Mm.
I will forever remember the time that I came in because they offered the 1 year anniversary pay-per-view for a penny.
Yep.
As a way to try to gain new viewers.
Yep.
And me and my dad were like, a wrestling pay-per-view for a penny?
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have to lose?
Yeah.
Anybody goes for a walk, for a block, you're probably going to find a penny in the street somewhere or on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. We got the next week. Regular price $9.99. 2 pay-per-views, $10. 4 hours of television.
Yep.
8 hours in a month for $40. WWF pay-per-views, $40, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now, was everything that Russo and Ferrara put out on TNA gold? No, of course not. But the Russo era of TNA, and I'm not talking about the later years, I'm talking about the era that hooked me. The rise of AJ Styles.
Yep.
Triple X and AMW. Low Key. The rise of Samoa Joe. Like, yes, Samoa Joe had made his name in Ring of Honor, but that was a niche crowd.
Yeah, this
TNA
is
put him on a global stage.
Huge.
VKM.
Yeah.
The New Age Outlaws being back together.
Well,
Russo booking. For better or for worse.
That's fair.
For better, got the Outlaws back together, man. You know they're going to draw. You know their money. You know they're going to get asses and seats.
Yep.
The worst, using Vince's initials.
Yeah.
And coming up with something corny for it to stand for.
Yeah, the Voodoo King Mafia, and then they had to get an actual voodoo chick to finally represent the voodoo in the fucking group, which is how Roxy Laveau comes in, by the way. Unsung hero in the Knockouts division, by the way.
Sports Entertainment Extreme, sex.
Why is there a faction called
but hold on. Here's the best part. S-E-X. Sex sells is their theme song.
Oh God, it was bad. That was bad.
That's not a Russo thing, though. That's a Dale Oliver thing.
That is a Dale Oliver thing. Dale Oliver is
Marty Brown.
And we love Dale Oliver for things like hardcore country, but let's just keep it balanced, kids.
Marty Brown.
Crazy.
Marty Brown.
Vince Russo.
Marty Brown. 100%.
Think about how much of an advocate Russo was for Booker T.
Yep.
Marty Brown, Vince Russo.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was the new Booker T for TNA.
And it is a shame because when Russo left, all of a sudden, Jeff Jarrett has friggin' Monty Brown as part of his lackeys instead of him going against him as a babyface.
Now,
which
I'm not going to sit here and say that Russo didn't make mistakes, but I just pointed out a lot of good Russo did across all the companies that he's worked for.
Okay.
These are reasons why I'll defend him.
Yeah.
He literally made me a wrestling fan by hooking me onto WWF.
Yep.
Me a TNA fan by hooking me into TNA as their head booker. WCW I got into before he came over there.
Yeah.
So I can't really give him credit for that, but I had no issue with the stuff that he did over there. Okay. Judy Bagwell on a pole match notwithstanding. That no.
May she rest in peace. May that match burn in hell.
But James got to call a pole match on the Shotzi Blackheart thing, a blindfold match and a pole match back in 2025, Jeff. And they were two of the best matches that were on the freaking show.
I know.
I do also just want to point out also, and this is the thing that I want to suggest as well, because I don't think the partnership is over between the Juggalos and GCW by a long shot. No. Which leads me to wonder, hey,
are booked in December, so clearly, they're still working together.
And I'm starting to wonder, was that a Russo call? Did Russo suggest bringing them back and maybe not overusing them? Could be possible. And hey, matches slapped, so. Dude, the blindfold match was the funniest shit. Oh my god, I can't wait.
If you look at some of the GCW history and you go back like I have, some of the talent was dabbling in GCW that works for Juggalo prior, especially like Willie Mack.
Yeah, the Amazing Graysons as well that are now known as the Backseat Boys.
So it's like they've had some of the talent dabbling in there for a minute. I just want to see some of the talent keep coming.
Yeah.
Through this angle, I have become a big fan of Brothers of Construction and Big Al especially.
Yeah.
Alice Crowley.
The
fact that there's a chick wrestler using a gimmick name of a country bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
The other thing too,
I knew Jeff would get a kick out of that reference.
Oh, I know. I have been. I've been getting
the Backseat Boys have been
great.
The Backseat Boys have been great too. Came in from JCW, and they remind me so much of like the old 3 Count. It's actually insane. And
what are Evan Courageous and Shannon Moore doing these days? Like, can we make that happen? GCW seems like the place that could make that happen at like the Vegas shows.
Yeah, them fighting the Amazing Graysons on a show, for sure. I still want Backseat Voice versus YDNP. I know that match could slap. I want that so bad. I hope
as soon as the dude is healthy again, I'm sure it'll happen, because I think you're spot on 100%.
Yeah,
that it was supposed to be Backseat Boys and YDNP, and dude got hurt, and then the Brothers of Construction kind of got slid in there instead.
Yeah, which such a shame too. That could have been so great.
Jeff looks like he wants to say something.
Oh fuck! Sorry, Toronto hit a fucking long ball, and it was caught at the wall.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Shit. Still tied 4-4. We're going into the top of the 10th. God damn, heart attack. Okay. As far as Russo goes, look, nobody prior to Conrad Thompson bringing in the people he brought in to host his podcast was more outspoken against Vince Russo than I was. And that is admitted bleeding red and yellow bias. But time is a beautiful thing, and it is a healer. and it is great for perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ brings up valid points that I've come to realize in the last, 5-10 years or so. Russo in 1996, 97, 98, and 99 was a creative element. He was not the driving force, but he had the benefit of, at the time, the greatest filter in professional wrestling history to weed out the crap and put forward the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think about the old man now, you couldn't fucking touch him in the late 90s as far as fine-tuning the shit.
Yeah.
In WCW, again, when you hand somebody that has not been given the opportunity to be the only guy a giant plate of shit and go, make this edible and do it in 3 months.
Yeah.
I think that was about the most edible shit we could get by the January of 2000, between September 99 and January 2000.
Yeah, and the other thing too.
And the other thing is, to JJ's point, they didn't even give him a chance to get that rug fully fucking installed in the house before they tore it out from underneath him again and put the committee in charge. And that's why they lost Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn and almost fucking lost Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
So, and again, I will praise Eric Bischoff because I am a unforgiving Bischoff trumper. I hate using that damn word, but whatever. But again, perspective is a beautiful thing when it comes to professional wrestling and life in general. WCW was never supposed to get where they were. Ever.
No.
The people,
not at that time.
Everybody in that fucking company, Turner Broadcasting, wanted nothing to do with it when it was purchased in 1998.
Yeah.
88, excuse me.
Yeah.
It was only the grace of, oh, well, this is Ted, and Ted wants this. But everybody, for the entire 13 years, that company, Paul Heyman talks about ECW was never thriving. It was always surviving. If you really look at it, other than those 83 weeks plus, the back and forth, WCW was in constant what the fuck happens tomorrow mode. Especially once the merger started going down, because Turner lost control of his influence on the company.
Yep.
So,
which is why what's happening with AEW is so eerie.
No, 100%.
Because you could draw the parallel.
Yep.
Tony Khan is Ted Turner. This is Tony Khan's pet project. This is something Tony Khan always wanted. Just like buying WCW is something Ted Turner always wanted. And when the merger started to happen between Turner and Time Warner, things fell apart.
Okay.
Now Warner Brothers Discovery may be getting sold.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what could happen to it, once it sells.
So I will only...
And especially if it goes to Paramount, which houses UFC, which is a TKO property, which owns WWE. Go ahead, Jeff, because I kind of jumped on you there to kind of draw some connections. And then once you're done, we'll go to James.
Yeah, I have not said this on the air with you yet. I did kind of half bring this up during Saturday's main event and when I was on the call of the World Series. My biggest thing with AEW, I finally figured out what bugs the fuck out of me so much about that company.
Okay.
And with all respect to your perspective, comparing the outlook of Ted Turner in 1988 and into the 90s compared to Tony Khan's outlook now or 5 years ago, I think is not 100% accurate. And I only say that because for me, the minute Tony Khan put the statement out of, I book for the sickos, and again, that's him being on social media and being a character and whatever, and that's fine. But it was brought up during the when I was on the call with the World Series with Mikey and Nick and Zach. and Walter to a point. Oh, I just said his name, and he shall goddamn appear. I gotta tell you what. There's Walter, everybody. In the darkness is Walter. So my whole thing is, and there one again. My thing with AEW now is I was disgusted by the whole drinking of the. Oh, hi. I don't know what's happening.
I'm not touching anything.
That was me. I'm on my phone. I'm trying to mute, and I hit the freaking thing that made you solo.
Mute. There we go. There it is. The blood thing disgusted me. The whole thing with the water completely put me off. Like, I don't know how you justify that as a booker. I don't know how that makes sense to me. But and the other difference is Ted Turner wasn't on the ground booking the shows. It was Bischoff, it was Russo, it was Kevin Sullivan, it was Hogan and his crazy crap. It was whoever. Ted Turner wasn't on the ground going, well, I think we should do this. And it's like, that's nice, Uncle Teddy. Thank you. Tony Khan, for all of the good that was the intent of AEW 6 years ago, he's still a fan first.
Yeah, I think that's what my problem with is AEW. Like,
and I think that if he could have a governor put on him, we could get a good balance of stuff. But for me, there's only been one real story in AEW, and that was Timeless Tony and Mariah May.
Yeah.
Every other thing we've had presented to us has been 95%. How many stars can we pop Dave Meltzer for? And 5%. Let's give it some substance behind the steak. That's my problem with AEW, and that's why I think that Vince Russo going to book for the Juggalos. Vince Russo, maybe having been tapped the NWA, we found out it was bullshit, but I think if Vince Russo can return to wrestling in 2025 into 26 and have a collaborative effort rather than just be turned loose to do it on his own, I think Vince Russo realizes the Juggalos are not going to be the number 2 promotion in the world. I think he's smart enough man to understand that. He's coming back to have fun.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about it. I am happy for Vince that he's been enabled to come back into wrestling. And Ash, you make a good point. I forgot about Punk MJF because of what the fuck went down with Punk. It soured me. Punk's exodus from that company was really my start of with the whole
same. I was gonna say I think they were onto something with the Devil storyline.
Yeah.
But then Adam Cole got injured and everything just kind of got thrown.
And
so I'm willing to give them an asterisk for that.
Okay.
Because I think they were on to something there. But then somebody got injured, completely threw it out of whack. And it's like, then what?
Yeah, he got hurt, and then everything with Punk fell apart.
Yeah.
That was before that. Yeah. Punk's exodus, and then Adam Cole getting hurt, and Max not being willing to admit just how fucking beat up he was until he lost to Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
That was him finally being at the place he always wanted to be in wrestling and not willing to I'm hurt. I need to not.
It's the old school mentality that's been instilled 100%. Into Max,
100%. But as you and I have talked about, I've talked about with other people, the old school and God, I'm not going to spoil a damn thing for you, but after reading Natty's book and hearing her talk about it, because I did the audiobook version and talking to her on Tuesday about it, holding on to the old school stuff is just an unfortunate. People still think it's a necessity in 2025 and, the last couple of years. And it's just not the case. What we know now about medical science and just all the information we are armed with, there is no excuse to remain ignorant or to choose ignorant about how things are done. At that point, it just becomes stupid. But anyway, I'll try to bring it back in, and I'll throw the baton to James. I think Vince Russo coming back to wrestling is wonderful, as long as everybody has reasonable expectations.
Yeah.
Juggalo
like you said, I think the Juggalos do, because I don't think there is any independent promotion.
No.
And when I say independent, first of all, I'm just talking the United States, so don't at me with fucking New Japan and bullshit. But
don't do that.
I'm talking anything that's not WWE, AEW, and TNA.
Right.
I don't think there is any independent promotion that expects to be top 3.
No.
House of Glory and GCW are probably your closest contenders for 4 and 5.
Okay.
But even that I feel is a stretch.
And they also realize it.
But in fairness, GCW did get nominated for Promotion of the Year for us.
They did. That's true.
That poll has ended. I will say they did not win. I'm not going to reveal the winner. We'll reveal the winners when it's time, but they did get some votes. I will say that much. So that tells you the buzz that they have as an independent, to where an argument could be made for number 4 or 5 for them in House of Glory.
GCWJ has and is currently exercising the potential to be the NWA without the political bullshit behind it in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Yeah.
Because they've got that big giant GCW logo over everything they do, but every little promotion within does their own thing. And there are fans that like at least one of the territories.
Yeah.
If not more.
The thing that I think makes GCW stand out, and the reason why I would put it in the top 5 conversation, James may co-sign with me on this, and then we'll give it over to him, since we've been letting him wait long enough.
So patiently. We appreciate that.
GCW travels.
Yes.
Just like AEW, just like WWE, just like TNA.
Yep.
GCW travels.
Yep.
They do a lot of shows in LA and Jersey, because those are their 2 homes. Jersey is their home base, and Brad Lauderdale has said numerous times LA is their home away from home.
Yep.
Like, they had a show here in October that I was at. They're coming back in December. They'll be here again on Valentine's Day. And then they're going to Vegas in April for the Collective. I would not put it past them for the weekend after Vegas or something for them to be back in LA.
Right. Yep.
It seems like every other month, at least in this little time frame, they're coming to LA because they know LA is hot. That could be bad in oversaturation, because they were here in May and then didn't come back till October.
Yeah.
So there was like a 5-month span, and holy shit. Totally distracted me, but I saw the orange light up. Thank you so much, Kat. $20 super chat. Just peeking in to say it's my birthday. Love you guys. Well, happy birthday, and thank you for the gift that you just gave to me, darling. Greatly appreciate the love and support.
Kat, thank you. I'm glad you're watching. I did intend to call you when we were off the air tonight, because I knew it was your birthday. As I told the boys, I'm running the house. I had to order groceries. I had to clean this place up. I've literally, I feel like Teresa, JJ, like 500 things going at the same time, or my mother. It is just like, I feel like Stretch Armstrong. only with far less muscles and far less hair in my head, like by a lot. So yeah,
James, take it away, sir.
Love you.
Hello, hey me. So, you guys could have kept talking anyway. I'm editing as we talk. I'm multitasking. Jones over here. So, shout outs. Listen, a couple things. I want to get back to the original point that I was going to make, and that was in relation to Just Point, which is the whole WCW thing with Russo. And this is me realizing this years after the fact, right?
Real quick, be safe wherever you're traveling, Kat. There are crazies out there.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll get into that a little bit later. Between last night's bus ride and this morning's bus ride, I dealt with some shenanigans appropriate for the show. But so be safe on your travels. And before you continue, James, let's bring in the Canadian king of food. Nick is with us now. Nick, we will get to you momentarily. We've been waiting on James to get his thoughts out, but just to bring you in.
We're both watching the game, so
I love you boys. I'll see you guys when this is all over. Either I'm miserable or I don't know how this is gonna end, but you got the boys on there too. We're going crazy. We'll see y'all in a bit.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, see you in a bit.
Yeah. This game is gonna put us all to fucking home, I swear to God.
Go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. The whole Russo thing in WCW, and a lot of people forget this, and I forgot this at the time, but you connect the dots and you realize at the end of the day, Russo only has blame because he sucked at writing in 3 months. How the hell was he supposed to turn a company around in 3 months when, number one, they already wanted them dead anyway? To Just Point earlier. Number two, right? How long did it take Russo to turn WWF around in the late 90s? It didn't take him 3 months, I'll tell you that right now. It took him 3 years to get him out of that fucking rut. 3 full fucking years. By the time he took over in 1996, they were still in the fucking red. He was slowly getting them to creep up as 97 came to a close, and then 98 started to become their hot period. And it just so happened that Russo had 2 of the biggest stars ever in the history of the company in The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin to play off of. And everything else kind of fell into place. WCW may have had that in Hogan. But even Hogan, that ship lost sail because they ran the NWO way too long. And that was way before Russo got there.
Much like the Death Riders.
Yeah, fair.
Don't get me started on that shit.
But when you really break it all down, right? It's not really Russo's fault for WCW. A lot of people want to blame him because it's easy to blame him. That's exactly why WCW picked him. So that way it could get the stank off the fucking executives.
Russo is the original Jack Perry. He is the scapegoat.
He was the scapegoat. He was. And I'm not saying that means he's absolved of all of his fucking sins, right? But I do think that the dude deserves another fucking chance. Maybe not necessarily in a major promotion, but if it's for friends of his that he's always pushed heavily, always been friendly with and acquainted with, who gives a shit at the end of the day? Why are people making such a hoopla? Dude, if he were to go into business, hypothetically, I know it's fake, right? But so many people lost their shit when he joined into the NWA. I'm going to be real with y'all. It can't get any worse, business-wise. What the fuck else do they got to lose, really? You put him in there. Look at the talent of roster that's there. He could easily do something with them and foster some crazy shit there, right? And he'll use all the talent there because he's always been a big component of that, like JJ said. What is the harm in that when nothing else has fucking worked? It's not like they're expecting a turnaround in 3 months like WCW did. It's not like, they expected to compete with Monday Night Raw, when Hogan and Bischoff came in like TNA did. Like, who cares? Who cares? I feel like people like jumped on, oh, well, it's Russo. He bad,
Exactly.
And it's like,
that's exactly what it is.
And I'm like, yes.
When people hear Vince Russo, they immediately think Bash at the Beach 2000.
Which was admittedly an indictment with all parties involved. Everybody. It was the first example of everybody sucks here. Quote Reddit. Because it's literally what it was. Like, everybody sucked in that situation. Russo included. Right? Like, nobody was the good guy in that situation. Nobody.
There ain't no good guy. There ain't no. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Like, I think people just got to keep that in mind. It's like, look, nobody's fucking perfect. Every single booker has a low period. Every single one. There is not one exception to that fucking rule. Not one. Yeah, everybody has had a downturn. I'm sorry to tell you.
We just mentioned how on fire Vince was in the 90s, the late 90s.
Yeah.
Look at Vince's booking the last few years before he got ousted from the company.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. And that's why AEW was the alternate back in 2019.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, and again, we were talking about another Vince. For everything you can say negative about McMahon, and trust, there's a lot. You can't argue his Hulkamania run.
No.
And you can't argue that Attitude Era run.
No. And Russo deserves credit for that too. I mean, that's just the reality, like, for better or worse.
And I'll even give the Ruthless Aggression run.
Yeah. I'll say this too, as far as the AEW thing, which is kind of the subtopic we've gone on. I will say from a story perspective, right? And this is just coming from somebody that watches casually. I watch all wrestling casually because I've been fucking swamped with work.
Let me just jump in there and say I am so looking forward to being able to get back into watching shit casually.
I can't blame you.
You know, for those of y'all that don't know, I am officially out of the Psycho's house.
Yay! Thank God.
And I don't have to deal with her chastising me and making fun of me for watching that fake professional wrestling while she sits there with her TV going 24/7 with Duck Dynasty and Little House on the Prairie, you know, which is fake as hell too. You know, I'm pretty sure Michael Landon didn't live that farm life back in the days, just saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
You mean Laura Ingalls really didn't live on the prairie and everything?
So, you know, I mean, I'm still going to have some issues watching some of the content because, you know, Netflix got smart. And, you know, if you don't live in the house, you can't exactly watch with some stuff no more.
They got smart. They got greedy. Continue.
But at least I can start watching NXT next day again. I can start watching Dynamite again. I can start watching SmackDown again.
Yeah.
I can start watching some of the other shit. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yes, Safet, we know movies and other TV shows are fake. Thank you for joining us.
Yo, it's funny he mentions that. Go ahead.
I was expecting this, and I don't want to get into dick mode, so I'm gonna let it slide. Safet, don't do it again. You're not gonna like the side of me that unleashes if you do it again, brother.
Safet, do it. I'll keep drinking. I'll fill in for Dick Mode for Jaden.
Well, he was doing it in solidarity with you.
No. I understand that, James, but we always say that if you want to dictate the conversation, super chat. Safet never super chats.
That's
And we've also said that if he wants to be executive producer and direct us and tell us what to talk about, he can buy the Simply Reliable Studios outright, so we all get a cut of it. And he's turned us down on that also. So
I have been out of the loop.
I'm just saying.
Jesus.
I love Safet. He is a guy that is a regular. He is here for every stream of ours.
Everyone.
I love Safet. Really, I do. But brother, let us conversate.
Yes.
And if you want to dictate the conversation, super chat it.
Yeah.
And the bar's high.
Otherwise, I am just going to start ignoring your comments, bro.
Ooh.
Just going to start ignoring them.
Well, Ash coming in. But yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I as a person who watches casually, and that's been basically the pay-per-views. I've also watched some of the TVs when I can. I've actually been enjoying the product a lot more lately. And I think a lot of that is due, and I don't know how Jeff feels about this. I don't know how much of it he's been in tune with, but I've been really enjoying the Don Callis family stuff.
Nothing. I have no idea, honestly.
So I've enjoyed how they're basically booking it like, Heenan was booked back in the 80s. And he's like getting all the super talents, right?
Or the Dangerous Alliance back in the early 90s.
Yeah, it's a really, really good group of people, fantastic, collage of people. And the story that he kind of goes into, he's got multiple stories going on with that because of it. It gives it a semblance of importance, right? It really does. And I really enjoy that. I especially enjoy what they've done with Kyle Fletcher. I mean, granted, he didn't win against Hangman. He was never going to win against Hangman, but holy shit, that match that made him look like $1 million. That kid's a star. I mean, he's a lot of people were comparing him to Randy Orton as the prototypical pro wrestler of, a lot of people were saying, well, that's why he was called the proto star. I don't think the comparisons to Randy Orton are unwarranted anymore. Let's just say that. I think I
think the main comparisons are because he's young. He's that blue chipper. He's Randy Orton when Randy Orton was in Evolution.
Right. Exactly.
He can be the future of the business.
Yeah. And
speaking of business, let's go ahead and bring in She's Yours, She's Mine, She's Our Canadian Friend, Ash.
Hi, Ash.
Hi.
Hello. What are we drinking on today?
Iced tea, the good kind, not this whack-ass Fuse.
Sorry, Ash, that they brought you in right when the Dodgers just went up on Toronto.
What's ironic is I just finished a Lipton Brisk raspberry tea from work.
There you go.
Shit's so good.
No, the Lipton one is good, JJ.
Right.
See, usually I'll drink Dr. Pepper, but when I'm really running at work, I drink the tea to just kind of quench that thirst. And then this late at night, I don't like having that much caffeine.
Yeah.
So tea's enough caffeine to keep me going, but not enough caffeine to get me wired.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking too. Lemonade cooler right now.
And sometimes drinking Dr. Pepper stuff it keeps you thirsty.
Arizona.
Datilla makes a point saying the Don Callis family hasn't done anything for Josh Alexander. That's because Josh Alexander's Bobby Eaton. He's that forgotten member of the Dangerous Alliance.
Which is such dog shit. I'm low key mad at Josh for choosing to go over there because he doesn't fuck with him.
Yeah,
Josh Alexander should have gone to WWE and hooked up with Chad Gable and the Alpha Academy.
Oh, he would have been good. fantastic.
They're
Yeah.
the stupid fucking Los Grandes
The Creed
Americana
brothers.
with a side of freaking.
I love it. Don't you dare disrespect.
I will disrespect the fuck out of it. I will El Dandy Bret Hart that shit. Like, no, it is so fucking stupid that those guys are getting wasted now.
He probably followed.
That's
To
my
be
ass.
fair, he probably followed the dollar signs though. He probably Josh Alexander's probably getting paid a grade.
You know what? He's got a young family. You got to take care of you and yours, and that's great. But creatively, it's dog shit. Dog shit.
I have to rebut that at some point, but let me get
let's
side topic first.
Yeah, I was just about to say Josh Alexander's just Brian Cage's replacement at this point. Let's be real here.
Thank you.
By the way, I will say this much though. To be fair, how old is Josh, and how young is everybody else that they're actually pushing in that group?
Which is why I'm low-key mad at Josh for signing with AEW.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like I'm not mad at Tony with the booking. Like what the fuck? They got all these young guys, and there's Josh too.
That's true. Like this is the thing though,
At
right?
this point,
like,
okay.
Well, this is the thing though, right? You look at what they're doing with Fletcher. You look at what they're doing with Konosuke.
Yeah.
You look at what they're doing, like the Konosuke and Okada thing. Like, it's fantastic. Like, it's amazing, and like literally, New Japan. Thanks to Tony, say whatever you want about Tony. New Japan found their next ace because of Tony Khan. You cannot deny that. He's too good not to make him the top dog of that promotion. He's too good. He's fantastic. He is the champ for a reason now. 100%. And that's
Josh
all
is 38, by the way.
Josh is 38.
For 2025 wrestling, he ain't that old.
He ain't that old, no.
Josh could have went to NXT and had Ethan Page's run right now.
Fuck me, yes.
Yeah.
Or hook that up with Ethan at some point.
Just for context, Drew McIntyre is 40.
Right, exactly. And Drew was on top tonight in the main event.
Which
the opening match for the title. So.
BT Dub, if you haven't seen his interview with the NCW guys, O'Shea Jackson and TJ Jefferson, watch it. Number one, it's a great interview. Number two, O'Shea is dressed up like Craig and TJ is dressed up like Smokey from Friday.
Yes. So good.
So O'Shea is paying tribute to his dad, dressing up as one of his most iconic movie characters.
I'm going to go on mute, Jay, because the Dodgers are 3 outs away from winning this fucking thing. So
okay.
I want to scream and make a ruckus.
As far
no relation.
I was about
you don't want to be me during the UFC stuff.
Exactly. Oh, I was about to rebut Jeff's thing with the El Grande thing because here's my thing.
He can still hear you. He's just got himself muted.
That's fair. Listen,
he can unmute if he has to.
I think a lot of people have misconceptions with this. I have said since this started with Gable, now passed on to Ludwig, right? I think the El Grande shit is so fucking fun. I thought it was tremendous the minute it started. If I was still watching WWE and I wasn't on my boycott, that'd be the thing I'd fucking enjoy. And I'll tell you why I enjoy it. Because this creative is all theirs. They are taking the piss. They are having a laugh. It is fucking amazing that they are having fun. They are getting paid to have fun. And the crowd loves it. I think a lot of people say, well, they're getting wasted. Are they? They love what they're doing. It's their creative. They love what they are having a good time. They're traveling the world now. They're the top baby faces of Mexico, even though they're not supposed to be fucking baby faces.
Can we give Ludwig all the credit too? He's doing full interviews in Spanish. This dude is taking it completely.
He's serious. He's taking it to levels Chad would have never taken it. And I love Gable, by the way, right? That's a dude who is proven time and time again. And by the way, I still think he's the next Kurt Angle, by the way. I still maintain that. But this dude, he's the perfect pro wrestler in that he knows how to sports entertain. He knows how to wrestle, right? Especially for 2025 standards. Ludwig is right up there, though. I mean, he's really right up there, and he knows how to adapt, and he's seen something, it's worked for him, and he took it so serious, it's unfucking believable. And credit to Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne for realizing, hey, you know what? This looks fun. I want a piece of this. And they're all having a laugh, and they're having fun. I don't see an issue there.
No shit, James. When I first saw Imperium, I liked Ludwig best right out the gate.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I didn't get the hype behind Gunther. I got it now. But just at first sight, didn't get the hype.
Right.
And then Vinci, whatever.
And
he wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
I liked him and Kaiser as a team. But I was more Team Kaiser than I was Team Vinci.
Yeah.
I just feel like Kaiser had the total package from the mic work and his introductions of Gunther to his in-ring ability to the walk that he does coming down to the ring.
Yeah.
You know, very flamboyant. Dude, my daughter swore Kaiser was gay until he started banging Tiffany Stratton.
This is fair. And hey, for all we know, hey, listen, for all
But still, like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
she swore just because of the way he spoke and the walk. She swore he was gay.
he is fantastic. And by the way, the reason why this is so great for him is because he was in Imperium for so long that everybody thought he had to be serious. So now that he takes over from Gable and all the fans are smartening up the casual fans, if that's Ludwig doing this, these people have now just shown so much respect for him because, again, to Walter's credit, how seriously he's taken it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what y'all tell me, all right? Granted, I know wrestlers will do anything to get on TV, but you can't tell me that's not his creative when he's reciting promos in fucking Spanish. Like,
He's even doing that backstage stuff with Kathy Kelly, that ping pong thing she does, and he did it in full Spanish.
Yes. It's great. It's like my favorite shit WWE is doing right now. That's not a high bar, by the way.
I think I heard G trying to interject something, and then Jeff has his hand up. Go ahead, G.
Yes.
I'm gonna say with Ludwig. This is a guy who speaks German, by the way. So him learning Spanish, German is a hard language. Trust me, I would know. But the whole Imperium thing, I got it from day one when they came up to NXT UK and NXT. But yeah, with Ludwig, you know, him being from Germany is another plus for me. You know, my German brother. But he's he's doing great right now as El Grande. I'm just waiting for the fact when Gable comes back, we're gonna get a El Grande versus El Grande match.
And that's gonna slap in AAA, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
No, I think they may do it at Mania.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah.
If Gable is healthy in time, I think they may do it at Mania.
It's
JJ, you and Jeff can scream now.
I'm seeing Jeff's reaction, so I kind
Motherfuckers pulled it out. I don't believe it.
That was out the ass, that double play that just won.
They pulled that whole game 6 and 7 out of their ass, Walter. The Dodgers are world champions again. I am sorry to my Canadian friends. I am sorry to my non-sports fans, but everybody else can fuck off. Like, God damn it, they did it again.
I'm not the Canadian you need to worry about because I don't give a shit about baseball.
I know.
That's the first back-to-back champion since the Yankees in '99.
Yeah, 25 years since the last back-to-back champion World Series.
Yep.
There you go.
Motherfucking Dodgers.
Congrats to the
I'm an
Dodgers.
Angels person. Full disclosure, I'm an Angels person. I realize the purgatory I live in the rest of my fucking days. Okay, my team sucks. I'm not going to say the word in front of Ash. It sucks. Elongated, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
The Angels had one great year, and then the Disney Corporation sold them at the championship ceremony.
Yeah.
They need to invent a way we could virtually hug people because we're gonna really need to hug Nick when he comes in here.
Oh, I know. Dude, I feel so bad for Nick, and I get it. And I partially wanted the Blue Jays to win just so the curse can stay on the Canadian teams in hockey. I don't want them to ever win a fucking championship again, except the Peg, because the New Jets haven't done shit yet. I want the New Jets to fucking do something. But the rest
In
of the
all
teams,
fairness, Nick lives in Toronto. He should be used to his teams being a disappointment by now.
yeah, that's mean. He's a Canadian too. That's mean, Ash.
I mean, stop
Tell me when I'm telling
telling lies.
Oh,
The
here, hang
Maple
on.
Leafs,
I'm gonna.
the Blue Jays, the Raptors.
Yes, the Raptors won recently, so that's okay.
How
And
recent?
Drake in the rap scene right now being a disappointment to Torontonians, but that's a different story for
I think the
another
Raptors
time.
won 6 years ago. I think it was.
Yeah.
So Kendrick Lamar
I'm gonna
just
unblur the
bodied
background for a
Drake
minute just
again.
so you can get perspective. Look how tall this motherfucker is.
Jesus.
Oh my God! Holy
That's
shit.
Dylan, everybody.
And
Holy shit.
Fucking giant
What's
creature
up,
roaming into
dude?
my living room here.
Jesus Christ!
You've got earbuds in, huh?
Look at this. Look at this.
Jeff,
Fucking World Series champions. He's got the right jacket on, though. This is my jacket, by the way. I think it's fucking hysterical.
you have earbuds in, huh?
Yeah, he's got it.
Anyway,
Jeff, you have
that?
earbuds in, huh?
I don't.
Oh, so he heard me?
He heard you. He heard you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he may have. He could. You guys could be heard, but we were all talking. You probably didn't hear exactly what you said.
Fair enough. I just said, "What's up, Goob?"
Oh yeah, you didn't hear that. Yeah,
JJ, you ready for the jokes though and the puns? You're free to make them. Guess who was the hero and won the game for them?
Who?
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
He got jiggy with it.
He did. Yeah, he went out there and fucking hit a home run, and then went right in the dugout and put his catcher's gear on and fucking caught the last inning.
Man, if the DJ at the Blue Jay Stadium isn't playing getting jiggy with it right now, they've lost the
They're not,
purpose.
because they lost. So it is what it is. But yes, I am a happy baseball fan. I'm a happy SoCal sports fan. I'm a happy Angelino. And here's to next year, everybody else, because the Dodgers get to enjoy it again. Anyway.
I would have played the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme.
Well, no, that was Will Smith's entrance song for a long time when he was hitting. They did away with it after he smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. Anyway, it's what it was. So my response to the thing about Ludwig and the Americanos. Look, I am a fan of all those guys. I just wish they were more than the ha-ha.
Yeah.
I think it was really good when it was Chad Gable and he was pulling the Owen Hart Blue Blazer stuff, like fucking flat out denying it. And then when they got the other guy involved that was Gable's size, like fucking pulling the Jeff Jarrett with Owen Hart, that shit was gold to me. Having said that, and again, like I said, I have not been fully tuned into the product since this whole process of selling the old house and really getting into it full gear. No pun intended for AW fans.
November 22nd.
Yes, I will not. I will be actually November 22nd. I'm actually free unless work schedules me, so I may watch it. If Ludwig and Tyler and Pete and everybody are involved or happy with it, then cool. But for me, they almost seem like they're little more than Dominic Mysterio's NWOB team.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, those guys are so much more talented than that. But to James's point, they're getting paid to do what they love, and they're traveling the world, and they're getting more TV time than they were as Ludwig Kaiser, who was becoming Gunter's bitch at the end of the day, really.
Yeah.
You know, unlike poor Vici, just got fucking flat out fired. And then Pete and Tyler, once the UK brand blew up, it was like, what do we do with these guys?
Yeah.
So if they're happy, I'm happy for them as a fan of theirs. For me as a fan, though, I just wish they were able to do more than just be the side piece to Dominic Mysterio's unbelievable fucking run.
It's too bad we live in this pussy sensitive world, because I would love that Chad Gable came back, took the Americano from him, from Ludwig, and he
Yeah.
came up with like a German version of like Mr. German of it, and they
Right.
went one over it. But this
Right.
fucking everybody would throw a fit and be pussy and claim racism and stuff, so they can't do it. But I would love if they did that shit.
I mean, they did when Grande made its way to the TVs. Like they were all saying, "Oh, it's racist," and I'm like, "Guys, it's fucking parody." And then they went to Mexico, and it's like, "Oh my god, he's fucking over! What a shock!" I told you.
Since I was on the call with him, let me.
Does anybody have funeral music to play?
Stand by.
Let's not go that far. Let's just bring him in. He's already looking somber.
So, with all respect, because damn it, I even said on the call, I really wanted if the Dodgers couldn't do the Blue Jays because they've been so down for so long. But Nick, hey, you know what? It took extra play. It took baseball to get it done again. I don't know if you can hear me because you have the headset off, but I welcome to the Shenanigans, brother, and I'm sorry personally, as an Angelino. I'm sorry.
He's a sad Nick.
He's a sad panda.
He's very sad, Nick.
Yes.
Fuck! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh god!
Look, let me just say to Nick, and I think I speak for the majority of this room here. None of us are really huge baseball fans. I think I could be wrong when it comes to Big G.
No.
But none of us are really huge baseball fans. But to Jeff's point, how many of these games went to extra innings? The third game going 18 innings.
Oh, the fucking game, dude.
Like, your Blue Jays put up a fight and a half, brother.
Yep.
There is really nothing to be sad about.
There's nothing. No, honestly, there's nothing. It was.
This
man.
was literally anybody's game.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Here, can I have the shirt and the?
So, just congratulations on pushing it to 7, bro.
For real.
Look at it this way. This series was the best in the National League.
Yep.
If it had been a sweep or like 4-1 going in 5 games, I would have been disappointed.
Yeah.
But at least it went 7 games. You forced it to go that far. Like, y'all were dominating every step of the way, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You led the series 1-0. You led the series 3-2. And at least you lost at home.
That's probably the worst part about it.
No,
Right.
I think
Yeah.
no. I think it's the best part, and I'm gonna tell you why. You don't have to do the long travel from LA back home
Valid.
thinking about it. You guys can literally leave your home stadium, go back to their homes, and go to sleep. I think it would be worse to lose in LA and still have to check out of the hotels, go catch the red-eye flight, fly 3-4 hours to Toronto from LAX, however long it takes, see fans at LAX airport, which LAX is always a fucking shit stain and a half anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Then once you get back to Toronto, you got to see all the fans that are waiting for you. There's always next year, guys. There's always next year as you wait for an Uber or a Lyft or a taxi to take your ass home.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit better that you lost at home. Because I wouldn't have to make that journey as a loser.
I wouldn't want to. Fuck no.
And
Dude.
speaking of a loser, let's bring in the guy that hosted the World Series.
God damn.
Whose team hasn't won since 2002, which is ironically the same time he jumped on their bandwagon.
God damn, that may be the worst intro ever.
Hey, Stat Boy.
It might be the worst intro of all time.
Jesus
Christ. Fuck's sake.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, I love you too, you piece of shit.
You know what though? To be fair, Jay, and the other call, he was jumping back on the Ducks bandwagon and singing Corey Perry's praises. So fuck him for that anyway.
Well, you know, they're just the kings of the Pacific Division. They got a championship before us, and yes, we will never live that down.
Nope.
Two is still greater than one. You can be the bridesmaid, never the bride. You know, it's okay. You still have more championships than the Sharks. And the Maple Leafs, I think. So, you know.
Damn. Just kick Nick while he's down.
Hey, I'm used to it.
Nick, you know what though? Hey, I want so the Maple Leafs are the Maple Leafs and the Jets are the only two Canadian teams I want anywhere near the Stanley Cup ever again. The Jets in their current, I don't even think the Winnipeg Jets, the original, the ones that moved to Phoenix, ever won the Stanley Cup. So I'd be okay with that.
The Coyotes sucked balls.
Well, yeah, they had Wayne Gretzky at the helm and they still couldn't do jack shit. So, you know, that shows you how.
Oh, yeah, he used to coach them, right? Yeah.
Coach them, own them. Yeah, they couldn't do fuck all with him. So, you know, it is what, but you know, neither did the Kings. Anyway, I may be a little intoxicated. But I wouldn't mind if the Peg got the Stanley Cup. I want Toronto to win it just because it's been so long and I feel so bad. But Calgary's in our division. They can go fuck themselves. Vancouver's in our division hasn't won. They can forever be a zero cup franchise. And especially, and I hope you can hear me, fuck the Edmonton Oilers. Forever. So I'm bummed for the Blue Jays. I'm bummed for the fans. I'm only so yay because I'm surrounded by Dodger Blue in this house. So
if anything, I'm bummed for Nick.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, her mom, that family, huge Dodger fans.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Nick was there every step of the way with Stat Boy through this.
Yes.
I really wanted him to pull it out. I'm not going to lie.
Right. Absolutely.
So I feel for Nick, man. I really do. You okay, buddy?
He'll be all right.
Speak to us, good sir.
Come on, Nick. You're muted.
Just watching the ceremony. That's all. Listen. At the end of the day, I honestly, I'm not even gonna say the better team won, because at some points in that series,
yes,
Toronto was the better team.
100%.
More than once.
Yeah, I don't even know how to. It was there. It was it. I think that's what fans are gonna say. It was there. It wasn't unattainable.
It was the J series to lose after Game 5.
You fought. Oh, you were just had a man on first and third in that last play. You fought tooth and nail. You were in scoring position, and that just made that crazy double play that ended the inning.
We were there. It was
like if there ever was a time to say there's always next year and believe it, I think this is that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because y'all took the Dodgers to 7 games.
Yeah, and I mean, listen,
if you count all the extra innings that y'all played, probably took them to 9 games.
right. Yeah.
Because that 18 inninger was 2 games in of itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was definitely, like I said, I would say the better team won, but again, with the way the series went, I mean, the Jays were the better team.
I think really in sports, and this is especially true when you look at the comeback with Brady, right? Because nobody gave them a shot in hell. They all picked the Falcons by the end of the third quarter, and they just had heart to fucking push it back. And that happens all the time in sports. All the time. Like, it's just, you just gotta find that gear that's just, it defies logic, it defies expectations, and it's just heart. And that's what happened here, it sounds like. So, you know, you can do statistics on everything. See Stat Boy here. You can't really, you know, put a statistic on heart and courage, you know?
No, you cannot. And I mean, it's going to be a lot of complaints, you know, the shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's going to be a lot of talk about the umpires. There's going to be a lot of talk about, well, this should have happened. This should have happened. This should have happened. A lot of things should have happened. Okay. The ball didn't go the way it was supposed to. Pitchers got tired. Some pitchers shouldn't have played. The ball didn't go where it was supposed to. At the end of the day, the team that performed better got the win. It's the LA Dodgers. That's
all 7 games.
All seven. But I mean, Toronto had the momentum at the end of Game 5 to come in to the Dodgers, to come into Chavez Ravine, and just dominate.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the first two pitches were home runs in Game 5.
They went into the Dodgers' backyard, lifted their leg, and pissed on their own trees.
Oh yeah.
Like, especially in game, first game. I mean, that was in Toronto, but
the first game was 11-4, I think.
4 and 5, they owned them. Fucking owned them. It was embarrassing how bad the Dodgers played those last 2 games at home. And I know because I watched them both from different bars in LA, just like there's not enough alcohol in this fucking place to deal with it.
Indeed.
Yeah, and that's the statistic that I found interesting, is that after Game 1, each team won back-to-back games, because Toronto took Game 1, then the Dodgers took 2 and 3, the Blue Jays took 4 and 5, and the Dodgers took 6 and 7.
Yes, exactly.
That's crazy. It's the equivalent of losing like a razor-thin split decision in MMA or boxing or something.
I feel like the Dodgers did it to the Blue Jays kind of to get them back for the way the Blue Jays kind of embarrassed them at home.
Yeah, that's why I made the reference to the Falcons and Pats. Like, it's that was razor thin too. Like, it came down to really precise plays and heart, you know. So
I know if I was Falcons done since then.
I know if I'm Miguel Rojas, I call it a career and retire as a champion right now.
For real. Yes.
And they've just given the MVP award to Yamamoto.
And I think he earned it. I really do. That guy had no business pitching as well as he did at this point of his career. So.
Well, Statboy, I know you told me in private chat that you weren't going to stay long. You had to do driving in the morning. But you have something coming up on Monday, so why don't you go ahead and talk about that real quick, and then we can let you sign out so you can get to rest.
Monday, Week 9, Monday Night Football. I have no idea who's playing right now, but I'm going to get that really, really quickly.
Right.
We have, I basically just said, it's going to be the Cowboys and the Cardinals, so that's going to be a pretty good matchup, I believe. I think I will start the feed a half an hour earlier than normal. That way we can just put baseball to bed for the next 6 months. We'll look at all the stats, and we'll go from there. And then when we get done with Monday Night Football, we are halfway done with the 2025 season. So we'll start the push towards the playoffs. Congratulations to the Dodgers. You're back-to-back champions. Do we want to talk three-peat? Not tonight.
No,
we'll talk about that.
What time are you going to start then on Monday?
I'm going to start at 6:30 Eastern.
Okay.
6:30 Eastern,
3:30 Pacific for you West Coasters like me and Jeff and Walter.
And we'll see what the Cowboys can do Monday night against the Cardinals. I mean, 7 games. A stat boy's work is never done. If it's not doing the stats, it's out there pounding the pavements and making money. Thanks for the time, fam. Thanks for the baseball. Monday, back to work in football. I love you all. Nick, great job. Thanks for sticking it out. You're more than welcome to come in on Mondays if you want to talk football, and we can keep this going, bro. I'm sorry about Toronto. They put up a hell of a fight, but it's just not their year this year. That's all I can say, bro. Thanks, guys. I'm out. There's your champs right there.
There you go, brother. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I almost said it when he said out there, and he's making moves, making $1 million moves, but he making $1 million, so you know.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
We'll see if Nick wants to discuss this on Monday. He may go to the TISM chat so he doesn't have to relive this.
Fucking right. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, that's if we even bring up the World Series. I don't think anybody that I know.
That's why I'm saying is like he'll go to TISM. That way he doesn't have to relive this by going to Stat Boy.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
It's Game 3 is one of those, like, for all people that baseball's boring. And Game 3 is why we fucking watch it, because it was just so fucking bananas.
Yeah. Game 3 is the only game during the whole series that we stopped coverage early.
Right?
Because Walter just couldn't do it anymore. He gave it through 15 innings. He was like, fuck this, I am tired.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we that 15 inning game was.
Well, it went 18.
18 innings.
Like 12.
I tapped out.
Yeah.
Nick tapped out at like 12. Walter carried through to like 15.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Part of me was pissed because it's like we're the Simply Reliable Studios and y'all are freaking ending a feed early and the game's not over yet. The other part of me is like, I can't really blame you.
We were dying.
It was so. Jay,
and like at that point, I hadn't brought my TV over yet, so there was no way for me to watch it. Otherwise, I would have just tagged in and like done the last couple of innings myself.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, exactly.
That way we could have kept going, but like I'm literally like watching Walter on my laptop, listening to the game on my phone on the iHeartRadio app so I can like hear what's going on.
Right.
Oh man.
It was JJ, you know it's history when my mom sits out here and fucking watches the game with us.
Yeah.
Like Jesus. It was crazy.
Because your mom is like me. She's 6 degrees, don't give a fuck.
Well, no, she's very much a Angelino, and she grew up bleeding Dodger blue.
Same.
But yeah, it's not that she's not a fan. She's just at the point in her life where she gives a fuck about very little. You know. So, and also it was just one of those. She knew she was like she had no fucking chance of sleeping because everybody else was awake watching that game. So she figured, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna come out here and do my thing. So she did, and it was just, but like I said, that kind of game, that kind of stuff is why sports fans are sports fans.
Yeah.
And, you know, if your team is like my team and there's no bloody chance they're going to make it this far, then you just sit back and enjoy the crazy. And this has been 7 crazy fucking games.
Yeah.
So it's good like, on.
Monica is 8 crazy nights. This was 7 crazy nights.
Exactly. Good on both teams for reminding the casual drop-ins why baseball is fucking baseball.
Why it's last time.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was a good series. Yeah. Like I said, I think I heard it I heard it just on the Canadian feed right now. Sometimes the baseball gods get it right.
Yes.
I think for this series they got it wrong. You know, because I let's be real. If it wasn't for the Jays were doing everything right, and that's why I think it's so heartbreaking for them.
Yeah.
Because of that, because they were doing everything right. Luck. It's just, yeah.
Like I said, it was Toronto's series to lose after Game 5. And, you know, I prayed to my own sports gods that on that plane full of Dodgers, there was an apparatus to pull their heads out of their asses. And apparently there was.
Well, I
You
mean,
get that on the Kings plane for fucking doubting everybody else, but it ain't gonna happen yet. Apparently, God, they're awful.
We are big hockey people. Me, you, I believe Nick, James, obviously his uncle, hockey coach that everyone's never heard of. I don't know about G and Ash if they're big hockey people or not. G, so Ash, are you a hockey fan at all? I mean, I know you're Canadian, but that doesn't mean you're a hockey fan.
I don't really follow too much of the games. The only time I watch it is if I'm at my grandma's house watching with my family, and half the time they don't really pay attention to the game because they're like too pissed drunk out of their asses. 'Cause once they start drinking, they don't know when to stop.
Right.
Fair enough. So Cease is a Canadian that doesn't really follow. He's a Canadian that doesn't really follow hockey that much. So my point was valid.
Yes.
But the point I was going to make is that hockey, and I know football does it too a little bit, even though I don't really follow football, tape study. Tape study is key.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if the Dodgers went back and were like, okay, where did we go wrong at home?
Yeah.
And they course corrected and they did what they needed to do to pick up those last two games.
Yeah.
But again, this one went extra innings.
Yep.
Last night's game didn't, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
It was straight up 9.
Yep.
So clearly Toronto did some tape study this morning, was like, okay, we lost. We should have been able to close this out yesterday. What happened?
Right.
Yeah.
They came back fighting because we were able to push extra innings. But the Dodgers just had that little bit more chutzpah that was able to put them over the top.
Exactly.
And again, I feel so bad for Nick.
I know.
First time joining the sports bar calls, not doing wrestling, doing something outside of wrestling for us.
Yeah.
With Mikey of all people. I love my brother to death, but Mikey is definitely an acquired taste. Brother, if you're still watching and you haven't gone to bed yet, you know I'm not lying about you, so don't come for me, bro. But everybody that knows Mikey knows he's an acquired taste. So for Nick to sit there and ride with him for 7 games, that's a testament in and of itself.
That's dedication.
For real. And granted, the 18-inning game was Monday. Didn't have to deal with that because Mikey was doing Monday Night Football. But the fact that he stepped into the sports bar and did 6 games technically with Mikey, that's something to be commended right there. So I do feel bad for you, bro. But again, there's always next year. Go ahead, Jeff. I see your hand up.
I'd also like to thank the Blue Jays, Fox Sports, and my parents, because them being out of town and me watching this prevented me from watching the Kings lose 4-1 in New Jersey live at the Staples Center. So thank you all for not making me have to deal with that shit in person. Bad enough to score now. Fucking Kings. Can we win at home? Can we win at home? I'm going Tuesday and I'm going Thursday. 1 game with my sister, 1 game with my son. If we don't win one of those games, thank everybody at home in advance that I'm not going to be on Shenanigans next week because fuck. God damn, they're so bad at home, and I don't fucking understand it. Yeah.
All the sports, guys. Usually
All
we
the
don't
sport.
talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we tie it back to wrestling again, because I know we had another like quasi topic we were gonna talk about.
Yeah, we were going to talk about Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. Well, that could be the main event on Saturday night. Okay.
I only have one thing I really say because it's only two things actually that I saw of it.
So I do want to say something about baseball. So the few games that I've been to live, watching the Orioles, I enjoyed myself because it's live. It's different live, but I can't sit. I don't know. I've tried to sit through a full baseball game.
Whoa! I don't think he meant to do that.
No, I think he did. We know how Nick is.
The tarp is off, boys.
See, he totally meant that.
Go to bed, child.
Go get demonetized. Holy shit.
Demonetized. We going to hell.
Be no money made on the channel.
Speaking of people bitching about teams, my damn Steelers, the highest paid defense in the NFL, has not shown up in the past 2 fucking games. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I am so irritated right now.
What the hell? Gee, fucking Grandpa Rogers has a chance to beat the one team he hasn't beaten yet because it's the fucking Packers.
Right.
And they shit the bed.
The defense doesn't show up twice in the past 2 games.
They didn't do fucking Aaron any favors.
And then guess who we're playing tomorrow? The fucking Colts.
Oh,
they're on a fucking hot streak.
Oh no.
Like, here we go. I'm like,
I know.
Talk about heart palpitations and a freaking heart attack. My God, every fucking week with the Steelers.
Dude, I am so glad I'm going to see Back to the Future at Universal on Monday. So I don't have to watch that fucking abysmal Monday Night Football nonsense because the Cowboys are going to get their ass kicked again. But whatever.
So, anyways, back to wrestling.
Oh, God damn it.
Back to wrestling. Yeah.
Back to wrestling, please. Do we want to run the commercial before we go into wrestling that we can everybody reset, Jay?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Please.
We'll be right back, right after these words.
And now for a taste of things to come.
It's all the wrestling and sports and combat. Yeah.
You can't clearly use close up. I find so funny about that commercial, Jay, is every time I think it's going to be like longer stretches of seeing the images because we keep going through shows like, nope, we have like 5 more this week. So, nope, just kidding.
2.5 seconds is how long each graphic goes.
And that hasn't decreased like in months because fucking everybody keeps booking more shit from week to week. Fucking bananas. Wrestling's good, man. I don't give a fuck.
Between the main companies announcing their shows and then GCW especially announcing their shows,
Right.
James has become our primary GCW guy because of my work schedule.
Yes.
He has 3 GCW shows this coming weekend. There's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday show.
Have fun with that.
Now, I will say, unless my schedule changes, I am currently off Friday and Saturday next week.
Nice.
So I can be there for at least 2 of the shows, again, unless my schedule changes. I might be picking up a Saturday shift, but if I do, it would be an opening shift. So I should still, in theory, be off in time for GCW and Shenanigans.
Right.
But Friday, again, unless something comes up, knock on wood, I'll be there for at least 1, maybe 2 of the shows.
That's good.
Which I look forward to that because GCW has definitely become my can't miss.
Yeah.
Over WWE, over AEW, over TNA. And I hate the fact that I've had to surrender the commentary for GCW.
But you get to go.
Because, I love the fact that I'm getting the hours.
Yeah.
And as we always say, priorities over passion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But me and James were on a good run doing the GCW shit. I was really enjoying doing that shit with him.
Oh, for sure.
And so it's kind of sucked having to take a back seat. Ryan has done an amazing job in my absence.
Yes, I'm sure.
Despite me and Ryan's butting of heads earlier this year, he's become an amazing addition to the commentary team with James, especially on those GCW House of Glory shows.
Yeah.
I can't thank him enough for stepping up for that. But I look forward to being able to step back into some of these watch-alongs now that I am where I am.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
So
because that was one of the first things I told these people when I, applied for the room, because of course income comes up, and it's I work part-time. I don't work full-time. What I make part-time is enough to pay the rent. The rent here is actually $100 less than I was paying Psycho Lady. So if I was able to pay her, I got no problem paying them.
Good.
And it's just I can do this stuff freely.
Yeah, I am.
And I told him I was I'm a YouTube podcaster also that brings in some income on the side.
Right.
So they knew going in. And before we get to you, Jeff, I see your hand up. Teleporting in to the command center via the Morphin Grid, our very own Pink Ranger has joined us. What is up, Datilla?
It's going good. I always appreciate the introduction you give me.
Well, thank you. As a fellow Power Rangers fan, especially the Mighty Morphin era,
yes.
I've got to give it up to the OG Pink Rangers.
Thank you.
I used to have a crush on the Pink Ranger. Oh, I still do.
Dude. Kimberly,
yeah,
100%.
Kimberly. Oh,
and even Kat.
yeah,
Kat
Kat
was
too.
cute.
Yeah,
Kat was cute with her accent and everything,
yeah.
but I was Team Kimberly 100%.
Oh no, yeah, no, absolutely. If it comes down to a fight to the death, I'm taking Kimberly all day, every day. But yeah, Kat. Yeah,
I there's reasons why Tommy fell for her. I'm just saying,
I mean, yeah.
But Saturday night main event.
FMK on the Power Rangers, it's a battle between the two of them for sure.
Let me just stop you there, Jeff. We don't want to go down another rabbit hole of Power Ranger talk. Go back, watch last week's. We probably had a good half hour, 45-minute conversation about Power Rangers.
Shit.
I've been gone so long. I missed so much. I feel bad.
Right.
So
it was an awesome conversation, but I just don't want to go there again.
I want to point out that during that conversation, Datilla did the most respectful actually I have ever heard without having her say actually, by the way.
That's great.
What did I say?
You were just correcting about the whole the Tommy versus Tommy debacle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
But anyways,
so
I'll let you lead this conversation, Jeff, since you were on the Saturday night's main event call along with Big G.
I definitely will, but I just want to point out as far as the graphics go. First of all, that edit I did for House of Glory fucking popped way better than I thought it would on big screen. So that I'm so glad that turned out so good. If you happen to have the graphic you sent me about who's been signed for the December GCW show, I would love you to put that in there just so I can gush really quick about it. But we'll get to that.
Hey, give me a second to load it. I can do that for you.
Yeah. The other thing was, I was mentioning to G about thankfully having to miss Monday Night Football Monday because we're gonna pull off a month's year-long goal. I think more than a year now. Goal Monday. This lady and I are going out, and not just to any movie theater, but Universal AMC, where the place lives, where the story lives. And she is going to see Back to the Future on Monday.
For the first time ever.
First time ever. We're finally going to get this lady to see Back to the Future. And I hold no expectations because not everybody loves it the way we love it. And that's fine. But I just want her to see it. And if you're going to see it on a big ass screen for its anniversary, you got to go where it lives. So we're going to Universal Monday. Not to the parks, but just to
that's
see.
Fair.
Nice.
As far as GCW in December, which ironically, Jay, is the day after we're doing the first Meacham family Disneyland Christmas trip that I'm organizing. Which is fucking like I'm all like fucking nervous as fuck about it. My dad is still going, but it's my part at the end of the day. So that is the day after that. GCW highest in the room for him is fucking hysterical. I have not seen this person who my son's mother named as one of the people that would look after him should anything happen to us in life. And this was, 18 years ago. I've not seen Jack Evans in over 16 years. So if the House of Mouse is so gracious to grant me the day off, I am going to push hard to go. And I'm going to try to bring Dylan with me. His mom isn't here anymore. She moved out of state. I think that it would be awesome to bring Dylan to see Jack and to kind of bring things full circle after so long. There's been so much absence, so much distance since he was forced to stay in Mexico and not be part of Dylan's life that I think it'll be awesome to go. And I hope I get to pull it off.
Jack has met Dylan, right? When he was little?
So Dylan doesn't remember because he was like
obviously
little.
But Jack has met him, yes.
Jack has, and I think Dylan was asleep. So I think he's seen Dylan, but not actually interacted with him other than looking at him.
But point being is like he has actually seen his godson. So this will be one of those look at him now type of thing.
Right, exactly. And it's one of the, I don't get a whole lot of opportunities to go, in life or in wrestling anymore. And it'll be one of those moments, especially after the big trip where the family's at Disneyland the day before. It's going to be a very powerful weekend.
Let me just right here send a huge thank you to Brett Lauderdale because this will be the second LA show in a row where he's brought back somebody big time connected to us.
Who was it?
Frankie.
Oh, yeah.
And now Jack.
Oh, okay.
Jack, obviously more to you than to me.
Well, sure, but Frankie to both.
Frankie, I've got the history with myself.
100%.
I've got that great story that I always like to tell. But
I love. Let me also just say to Tracy, and I know Frankie was on the bandwagon because he's married to her. I am so sorry. I know Tracy wanted this so bad for her Blue Jays. And if I could have the technology to reach through and hug you, I would too, Trace. I love you, and I'm so fucking sorry. It sucks. It sucks so bad. Ugh.
Oh yeah, sorry, Ash too. Yeah, sorry.
Well,
yeah, person. Sorry.
As far as tonight goes, not overly surprised at most of Saturday night's main event. For let me break it down for you at home.
Yes.
Cody and Drew opened.
Yep.
Cody retained, but Cody retained with a crossroads on the belt. And he kind of gave a little sneer at the 1, 2, 3 before he realized he was being watched and went back into Cody Rhodes mode. So
no, I remember he hit Drew with the DDT on the belt, and then the crossroads. Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was DT on the belt. Then he hit the crossroads, but he still had the look of, I know what I did. I know exactly what I did. So it's like, I asked G and everybody on the air. It's like, could we see heel Cody Rhodes defend against babyface Tribal Chief in Vegas? Like, I'm here for that shit. I'm here for the third match being a complete role reversal. I'm here for it.
No.
Cody needs a character change, like big time.
100%.
Yeah, we need Homelander Cody, bro. Come on. That's
Hey,
what I've
you
been
know what?
advocating for ages.
And if this is that little seed being planted, I'm fucking here for it, James. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Although to be fair, the thing is, I mean, I guess it works, right? because all heels have to have a justifiable reason for turning bad, right? There's no more justifiable reason than Drew doing what he did, and it's like, I saw that clip on Twitter. I'm like, oh shit, okay, well,
there's no more justifiable reason than Cody Rhodes being the guy that John Cena turned back to the side of light, and he still lost. And Cody's like, motherfucker was, betrayed me, and you still cheered for him over me, and I still beat him, and now you fuckers still can't give me the freaking credit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been a long half year for Cody since he beat John at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
He's definitely been on the back burner. He's got justification, and all he needs is that one moment to go, you know what? Fuck this. May have been tonight. We'll see. So I like that.
I did too.
JJ, have you seen the clips of the women's championship match or know the results?
Yo,
I am happy for JJ. The storm finally came. We have a new champion. I feel bad for Tiffany in that it looks like a possible injury necessitated we really have to do this for sure now.
Yeah.
And if it is the case, I feel bad for Tiff because the title run has gotten stale here in the last little bit.
Yeah.
But she has persevered as champion when nobody fucking gave her the time of day to do it.
No.
She was another
That's
Barbie.
not entirely true, but that's generally true. I'll accept that on a generalization.
Yeah, almost nobody.
Because those of us that saw her come up in my NXT,
oh yeah,
knew she could do it.
Yeah, I was one of those
she
guys.
Could carry it.
I was one of those guys that gave her the Lacey Evans, like, she came up too soon, and I was fucking wrong, 100% wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of her as a fan. But
that match was ridiculous, though.
But
Holy
Jade
crap.
Cargill is that bitch. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, she was.
Jesus Christ.
She, like Walter said on the call, if that could have been any more of a squash match, it was. Like,
dude, that was Cena Lesnar level. I watched it back. It was like, God damn. All right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long the match was or anything, but the little video clip that I saw on X was powerbomb,
pretty much
jaded. That was it.
Pretty much what it was.
There was like I think there was one time in the match she did like 3 fall-away slams.
Yeah.
And and she just like dominated like the whole entire match.
Like I'm so waiting the internet chatter that's gonna be criticizing her.
Of course.
Why wouldn't there not be?
Greenberg, Jadeberg, she shouldn't be the champion, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
we have life out of Nick after the Dolphins.
Now, my question is he raising his hand to speak, or is he raising his hand because that's his opinion of her?
He wants
Go
to speak.
ahead, Nick.
alongside everything.
I love all of you. I think I'm gonna bid y'all adieu for tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll be watching. Yeah.
You're good, brother. I appreciate you coming on, for the little bit of time that you did.
Dang, that was a 5-minute match.
If we'd like to send donations to Nick's way to get him some Zima and some melatonin to sleep this bullshit off, by all means,
Support his Tim Hortons addiction.
support his Tim.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
He's so Canadian. I love him for that.
Bye, Nick. Love you, Nick.
Love you, Nick, brother. For real, dude. Like for real. All kidding aside, it is rough when your team has it in the palm of their hand and loses it.
Yeah,
it's rough. It's a rough go. It's to be a sports fan. It's a shitty existence when that happens. I'm a Kings fan. We're like that for pretty much all time.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'm waiting to see the internet response because there's going to be two sets of people that have that mentality.
Yep.
The people that just never liked her.
Yeah. 100%.
And then the AEW fans that are hating on her going to the Fed, winning the World Championship when she was only a TBS champion in AEW, and they still didn't think that she deserved that.
Yeah.
Shit, I remember the first match that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, JJ.
I was going to say, but I have been a Jade fan since I first saw her.
You have.
Same here.
And I will never waver on that.
Do you remember her first match in AEW?
What's up?
I said, do you remember her first match in AEW?
No, because I wasn't watching then. I came in mid her TBS run.
Okay.
I think it was her and like Shaq against Cody and Brandy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so she's come a long way since then.
Red Velvet. Brandy was pregnant at that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Red Velvet.
She has come a long way, and that's again much like my defense of Russo. That's where I defend Jade. Every match that I've seen, she's gotten better and better with every match.
Yep.
And I actually liked her as CBS champion because that's when I was like still a huge fan of AEW, and she was one of the big reasons why.
Yes,
she was one of the main reasons I went to that forum show. Was I wanted to see Jade live, and they didn't air that match.
I know,
but I still got to see her wrestle.
That was the Layla Hirsch match, right? Mm-hmm. Or was that a different match?
No,
I forget who it was that she fought, but like it was just kind of like a dark match, and then they ended up having the same match like a week or so later on Dynamite. Because Jade needs the practice, she needs like the rehearsal time, so she got that basically in front of the live audience, so they could work out the kinks, so that when they actually did the match and it made air, it wasn't a horrible match.
Yeah.
And I get it, but like people just need to stop the hatred.
No.
And ain't gonna never stop, JJ.
I know it's not, but I'm gonna support that bitch.
I am too. I will
She's one of the reasons that I really want to get to Vegas, because I want to go to the Fanatics experience. I want to meet her. She will be one of the only tickets that I buy because I want to meet her. But I think with her winning the title, we know where this is going.
Yep, her Bianca.
It's going to be Bianca and Jade at Mania.
I'm so down for that too.
Well, no, and again, Bianca's been gone.
Because her finger still hasn't fully healed. That's why she's still gone.
Well, no, I understand that, but there's still time, and she can go. So what? You take out Naomi because you're jealous of, because you're mad at what she did, and then I go off and you continue on your own. What about me? And we finally get a Bianca fucking like at least a tweak of a turn, something. Fuck.
No, because you need Bianca to be the full-on babyface going against Jade. You don't want there to be a tweak of a turn, because then you got a heel match.
It can be pulled off. Bianca needs something. She needs,
I think this almost year off of television is is exactly what she needs.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But if the character doesn't evolve from there, then they got to do something.
Because she hasn't had a match since Mania.
No.
That's when she broke her finger.
Go ahead, Datilla. I saw you raising your hand.
I was just gonna say, I'm actually looking forward to the feud of Jade and Bianca. I think that was a match that everybody wanted to see. I just hope the build to Jade and Bianca is a lot better than the build to Sasha versus Bianca. Great match, but crappy feud.
Well,
but
they got the history between the two, so
Yeah,
the chemistry.
I think it'll get rekindled at the Rumble.
She makes a great point. I love that match of Sasha and Bianca, but that build was a mess. They need to do better by Jade and Bianca.
Yeah,
I honestly don't even remember the build.
Exactly.
I just remember.
I just remember the match.
And the match was great.
But
And
you
that's
also have
sad.
to remember, Jeff. Number one, memory issues. Number two was just getting back into wrestling.
Right.
So I don't know how long the story had been building.
Yeah.
Leading into that match that I may have missed stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't,
No, that's fair.
That's part of why I don't really remember the build-up. And I think I said it last week on the show. I think it was last week. That match makes me cry still.
No.
As much shit as I talk about Sasha Mercedes, that match still evokes that emotion out of me.
Absolutely.
So I will never take anything away from Mercedes Bernardo, the performer.
Yes.
No.
The athlete.
Right.
I don't have to like Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, the character.
Right.
But I will never take anything away from her as an athlete and a competitor. Because that match still makes me cry.
Yeah. Couple of things. Chris in the chat room was pointing it out, and I know we're not adjusting, but it was acknowledged during the call as well. She's going to be part of Blood and Guts. And I went, they're putting Mercedes in Blood and Guts. God damn. All right. I'm here for it. Number one. Number two, you can take solace in disliking the character by the fact that she's being weighed down by like fucking 20 belts right now. She's almost going to crack under the pressure because she's got every goddamn belt in the business. Jesus.
Well, again, as of right now, I'm not scheduled on Blood and Guts Day, so we'll see what happens if I'm available for that call or not.
Ash, do you have it? I kind of like glazed over the WWE Championship match because I was so like okay about the finish. But any points on Cody and Drew, and then on the squash of Tiffany Stratton by Jade Cargill?
I can't wait until Cody gets that belt off him and he gets off my screen. That'd be really nice. I would love that.
Ooh, hot take right there by Ash.
We got a Cody hater.
What really grinds your gears?
Yeah, I would love to.
What is it about Cody's presentation that you're
just
like over?
Okay, so I mentioned this in Advocate Space because I went on a rant. I don't remember what I did, but he was just like, "Yeah, pop off, Ashy, speaking facts."
Right.
I love Advocate. I hope he's able to get the 6th off so he can come down to that GCW show and I can meet that motherfucker.
Right.
I would love to meet him too. It seems like a very interesting cat.
Oh, he's a cool.
Well, dude, when your online handle name is the Advocate of Enochiism, you know you're in for a good time.
That's valid. That's valid.
He's a guy that me and James know and Ash know from the Spaces on X.
Oh, okay.
He's a part of James's crew, the Wrestle Collective.
It is he's an interesting cat, to the very least.
Yeah, you can find him on the Wrestle Collective podcast on Thursday. I forget what time.
Look at Ash over here just giving shameless plugs to the Wrestle Collective.
Hey, I'm
over here.
supporting the homies. Okay?
That's right. Show
Well,
the love.
you know
I love
what?
that.
While she's out here doing that, hold on real quick. Where is it? Bam!
There we go. All right, there we
What
go.
I don't like about Cody is like,
Go
I don't
ahead,
know
James.
what,
Point up.
like when he cuts his promos, it just seems so inauthentic. It's just like he comes across as like a politician in which he's tells you what you want to hear, so that way you get on his side. And I get that's the whole point of being a wrestler, but when I don't know what it is, it doesn't seem believable. It seems so fake, disingenuous, and that there's like an ulterior motive behind it. I'm like, you don't really believe that? There's something in there. There's like
That's what Drew's been saying this whole time.
Right? So if he does turn, and that's a part of the reason he turns, will that make it better for you?
It'll make it more tolerable.
Okay. Now that's tolerance is beautiful. He has preached, JJ has preached tolerance to me for years in terms of sports, but he knows now that's a lost cause because
especially when it comes to a certain hockey team a few miles south in Anaheim.
And the fact that one of their top players of all time is now wearing my fucking jersey. Anyway,
back to Saturday night.
It also has 3 movies about him.
Fair.
Which movie?
But Intercontinental Championship, Dirty Dom, still Dirty Dom, dude.
Dirty
He's still
Dom.
the champion. He's still
At one point, we called him. Well, I called him Dumbass Dom.
Dumbass Dom is the new shirt, dude. I'm fucking having that shirt made for the Survivor Series. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. I was cooking with my boy Mauricio at work today.
Ruh-roh.
I want to know what you guys think about this.
Okay.
Because there's still chatter and discourse about making John Cena a Grand Slam champion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, where do we pull the trigger?
Survivor Series.
Well, hold on, because we've got Raw in Boston in Cena's home.
I got my theory on that.
And then we've got Survivor Series. The Garden is in there too, Madison Square Garden, but I don't think they would do it there.
Well,
but you've got the stop in Cena's home, and you've got the stop in Dom's home.
Are you aware of the announcement regarding Cena and JJ?
No, I am not.
Okay. They announced during tonight's main event that there's going to be a tournament.
16.
To be going to be his final match. That I did hear, yes.
Okay. So, based on that, I still say you pull the trigger at Survivor Series.
So
here's what I was thinking, because that was a point of contention between me and my boy Mauricio.
Okay.
So Survivor Series, you do the match. Cena wins the title.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he needs help, but just for added insult for his injury, have Ray cost Dom the title.
Walter said the same shit.
So yeah, we were all like, yeah, San Diego, absolutely.
And then we set up Dom versus Ray, the AAA Mega Championship.
Yep.
Mask versus title.
That's what we said on the show.
Exactly.
Yep. Dude, we're on the same page. That's fucking scary after all this time. I love that.
First of all, me and Walter already we've discovered we share a brain.
Shit.
And the fact that these conversations could be happening at completely separate times.
Yeah.
Because my boy left work at about 3:00.
Oh shit, okay.
And y'all went on the air at 3:30.
Roughly.
So this conversation had to have happened, we'll roughly say around 2:30-ish.
Okay.
West Coast time. So 5:30-ish East Coast time.
Right.
So it would have happened before y'all went on the air.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
but just saying, like,
no,
maybe Cena could make the challenge in Boston.
No, so here's my theory. I like that theory. So Cena's gonna come out on Monday Night Raw next week and come out saying, well, I'm here for an appearance. I don't have a match. But then another person from Boston comes, Carmelo Hayes. He has a match with Cena.
Yep.
And then I said this on the air with the boys too. Then the Raw in Madison Square Garden is where he sets up the match with Dirty Dom.
Yes.
because he won't be there the following Monday,
which is the go home show, right? Yeah.
Before Survivor Series, but he'll be at Survivor Series. So that's how I think it's gonna go. I could be totally wrong, but
interesting.
What is happening over here in this chat room? I'm just asking a question. What the fuck is going on over here?
I don't know.
Attila's about to beat Emmanuel with the chancla.
Not the chocolate. God damn.
I'll throw the chancla.
And if we all end up in Vegas together, she could do it in person.
Oh, there you go.
I'll do it in the Survivor Series since you'll be there. And,
Oh, that's right.
Jeff just videotaped it.
Dude. We're gonna have so much fucking fun that weekend. I swear to God, it's gonna be great. I love it. Every bit of it.
Oh,
Dylan's coming, dude. Dylan doesn't get to do shit anymore, so that's awesome. I'm glad he's coming with us. Anyway, yeah, I love that Dom is gonna be there. I love that it's the possibility of Dylan and I bookending his SoCal part of his retirement tour. We were there for Raw at Netflix, as were you, Attila, and then we're going to see his last PLE/pay-per-view match. That's just fucking cool.
And if he wins at Survivor Series, it'll be his 101st PLE pay-per-view victory.
And Jay, here's a fucking stat that I discovered on the air with the boys earlier. It will be the first time I'm at a John Cena championship match where he wins and leaves the champion. He will have won. The first time I see him win a title in a match live in fucking 20 years.
If the title is actually on the line there.
If that was on the line, which I think it should be.
It should be.
Which, I was there when he won his first championship.
I know there's a big ass mural of him inside the arena now because of it, along with everybody else like Taylor Swift and the Lakers and woohoo and shit.
Hey, Taylor Swift still has a banner there.
Yeah, but it's not hanging in a place of prominence anymore, thankfully, because it cursed the fuck out of the Kings. Said it and mean it.
We haven't won since they removed it from that place of prominence either. So, just saying.
Not the championship. There is a beautiful collage of her getting that banner with Kobe presenting the tour that's on the wall by the elevator. That's still pretty cool.
Capine.
Anyway, that's work. She can wait. If you're watching, sorry, I don't mean to be an asshole. Anyway, I think that Cena winning there and then losing it to Gunther, if he is the winner of the tournament, and having Gunther get another run with the Intercontinental title, even if it's shorter, it has to be shorter than last time. It's like things will feel right with the world because Gunther not being champion seems wrong. Gunther's been a champion, whatever, it's like 80% of his WWE career.
80%, yeah.
So it's like him being the champion and like taking it on another ride, even if it's only to Vegas. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And I only say that because I don't want Cena to win if he's defending the Intercontinental title in his last match and then have a tournament. I do love me some tournaments, but if we have a tournament to determine his opponent and then have another tournament to determine the Intercontinental champion, it's going to be like, it's going to feel too freaking tournament heavy for my brain.
See, my question is this: have they announced the bracket?
Actually, they said that it was going to be people who he may have faced, people from he may not have faced, and maybe people who don't even work in the WWE.
Yeah, I think they're going to be announcing it on Monday Night Raw, are they not?
Yeah,
no, I don't think they're going to announce it at all.
Yeah,
that's Monday, but next week Monday in Boston.
If it's people that may not work for WWE, Joe Hendry has to win the tournament. That way we can get Joe Hendry and John Cena because that's something Hendry has wanted this entire time.
Okay.
And Joe Hendry defeat John Cena to become Intercontinental Champion.
I was about to say that. Oh my God, that would be freaking
Joe Henry's as good as gone from TNA. So
dude, it is really one thing to have these NXT, TNA, and AAA folks hold the championships and the brands. A TNA, see, he's still contracted to TNA, folks.
Technically,
TNA wrestler be the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Fuck, I'm here for it.
Well, and his contract is supposed to expire at the end of the year, anyways.
Okay.
So it would be perfect timing.
Yes, it would.
Because while he's competing in the tournament, he's still a TNA contracted star. But by the time he wins the title, he could be officially a WWE superstar.
Dude, that's a better story than Gunther. I love that. I love that.
See, because what I was going to say is have whoever wins the tournament, if it's just going to be normal people,
yeah,
have whoever wins the tournament lose the match against Cena.
Okay.
And then have Cena kind of pull a Kurt Angle, because this whole run has been about callbacks. Have Cena get on the microphone. Is there anybody that can beat me for this championship? And you hit Obafemi's music. What makes you think you can stand in the ring against me? Ruthless aggression. And then just have Oba squash Cena. Leave him on his back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
But if Datilla's right about people that don't have WWE contracts, so we could maybe see AAA, TNA, Noah.
Matt Cardona.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Dude.
Oh, my God. I
If
didn't think
if
about
that is legit, then dude, it has to be Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
That is the
Oh, it
only
does.
one where I will accept.
It does. And I love Matt.
That's how you build the story to get Joe Hendry that match. Oh man. Because Hendry has wanted it and Cena has told him. And Hendry has said this in interviews. If you want this to happen, you have to make it happen.
Yep. Yeah. He's talking about that with Chris Van
He's
Vliet.
like, I don't have an issue with it, but if you
No.
want this to happen, you got to make it happen. And this is how you make it happen.
Yeah.
Which would mean he'd be on Raw or SmackDown for the first time.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, it's such good fucking shit. Ah, Jesus.
It would only be his third main roster appearance.
Yes.
But he would officially be defined as a Raw superstar by winning that title, at least until they do a superstar shakeup, a draft, whatever.
Yeah. There was our buddy Emmanuel's talking about that Cena's last match is equivalent to a championship. You know what? It is. It shouldn't be just some random ass, like, throw it together.
You got to earn it.
John
Like
Cena's
Cena
last
said.
match, okay, I'm going to piss the fuck off out of Emmanuel right now. John Cena's last match is equivalent to the streak. You got to earn that shit. You want to be John Cena's last opponent, you got to earn that shit. So a tournament's the way to go.
100%.
Yeah.
Man, these next couple of months are going to be loaded with tournaments. I have no idea how the hell I'm going to keep up with them.
Right?
Yeah, you know what's funny? So 2 days after John Cena's last match, I'll be in Raw and Hershey. Just imagine, what if Hendry does beat Cena and he shows up to that Raw and Hershey?
I was just looking to see when Final Resolution was, but unfortunately, Final Resolution will be prior to the retirement match. Because could you imagine if Hendry wins the IC title and then comes to Final Resolution as the Intercontinental Champion?
That'd be funny. That'd be cool.
For his final TNA date.
I'm going to go to bed. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. I missed the question. I apologize.
I just said I was looking to see when Final Resolution was, but Final Resolution is prior to Cena's last match.
Yes.
Could you imagine if Hendry wins the title, then shows up on Final Resolution as his final date as the Intercontinental Champion?
God, right? That'd have been so good if it was actually a thing. That'd be awesome.
And even all the TV tapings to get through the end of the year are prior to.
Yes.
Because it'll be the 5th, 6th, and 7th that they do all that.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah, I will. we're now past midnight almost for everybody. So we're 42 days, man. It's like Michael Cole said before Brock Lesnar came out and shocked the world and beat up John Cena again. 42 days, man. Enjoy it. Take it in, everybody.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. The greatest of all time is we're 42 days out.
I do want to give another shout out and plug. James will know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
After the Slam. It's a podcast that's interviewed myself.
Yes.
It's interviewed James. It's interviewed DJ and some of the other people from the Spaces. Going to be doing a John Cena retrospective show December 14th.
Oh, okay.
He's inviting all of his past guests to come on and kind of like talk about Cena and Cena memories and whatnot to pay tribute to the GOAT.
Okay.
So, Emmanuel, make sure you don't tune into that episode.
Right.
But everybody else, make sure you tune in to the After the Slam podcast on YouTube or Spotify. I'm sure that depending on my work schedule, I'll be there. James will be there. But yeah, John Cena retrospective. And truth be told, we'll probably do something similar on Shenanigans that evening after his retirement match because it is a Saturday night's main event. So
right. Yeah,
that episode of Shenanigans will probably be very Cena heavy. So
yeah. I asked for that day off, but the company has shown they're not giving me all my requests because I work tomorrow and next Saturday. So there you go. So hopefully I'll be off for the 13th. The last part of Saturday night's main event was probably the most surprising.
Yes.
Because clean, without bullshit, without it's okay. We'll get the kid involved later. Without the bullshit, bullshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
There was no bullshit, kiddo, because CM Punk defeated Jey Uso to become the new World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
So
yay!
And it's one of those. It was mentioned in the chat room when we were doing the World Series call. Yes, it probably would not have happened had Rollins' injury not been legit.
Yeah.
And I have tried very hard to be of the mindset lately of we can't worry about or wonder what was supposed to be or what could have been. These are the cards we have been dealt. I'm happy for Punk.
I am too.
He finally got the championship. There was no fear of being cashed in on. There apparently was no real fear of the Vision because for whatever reason they weren't even on the show. Like they didn't even show up to like make a stand and let Punk know, hey, we're still looking, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I was just we were allowed as fans to be genuinely happy for CM Punk.
Yeah, I was happy either way. If Jay would have won, I would have been happy too.
So
I would have been more ecstatic, but
so here's my thought on that. I like Jay. You know, I've loved that family for as long as I've been podcasting about this crazy shit. You know, for life. So, but I think him not winning benefits him more.
Okay.
Because that chip on his shoulder grows.
Yeah, true.
And
yeah,
a bad guy is not a great bad guy unless he is justified in his reasoning.
Yeah.
Jey Uso's been fucked over since he lost that title.
Yeah.
Whether it's been booking, the presentation on television, or the actual way he's been booked.
Yeah.
Has been kind of mid since he lost the title.
Yeah.
So for me, him losing just motivates the character.
Yep.
And it also gets in the shit of the man behind the character, which I love.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying, with all respect to his father, I'm not saying Biden Jr.'s bullshit. Because, like, Quiche gets a little sideways.
We're gonna hear about that in a couple of days. Huh.
Right. Yeah, I'm waiting for that podcast. I'm waiting
Oh
for
my
that
God.
post. I just want to be able to go back in time and have that Jeff Meacham go to Rikishi and just go, "It's okay, boo boo. It's okay. It's okay. Just breathe, brother. Breathe. You'll be all right." But I am. This is the first full WWE show I've watched start to finish in like a month.
Nice.
I am content by the way this show turned out tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it around the room, and I'm going to start. Did everybody watch? I know Jay didn't get a chance to see the whole thing, but did everybody else watch?
I watched parts of it.
Okay.
I will say this.
I'll just send the suckers clockwise.
Okay.
But I'm content with the way the show turned out. I look forward to Monday. I mean, I won't be able to watch the whole show because I've got me a movie outing come Monday night. But I'll probably watch on the way there on the train, if anything. But I'm looking forward to November and December and the way the year is going to close out because we've got a lot. We've got a lot wrapped up in WWE television.
Yes.
So I'm content with the way tonight's main event went. Datilla, what say you about tonight's show and the main event?
Well, first off, I just want to say I actually saw Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch today. It was freaking. Yeah, I could not believe that I saw them at the least place you'd expect. So I went to a pumpkin patch here in Culver City, and as I was leaving, they were arriving. I didn't notice Becky, but because I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings, and then like I saw someone dressed in all black, wearing a black hat, black clothing, pass by, and I look, and it's Seth Rollins. He had his arm in a sling, he had his hair tied back, in a bun. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be that fan. I just wanted to give them their privacy and stuff. And I was already leaving, so I was just like, oh my God. It was really cool, though. I was not expecting to see them there, of all places.
That's cool. That's really cool you got to see them, but during a crazy night for WWE with Saturday's main event. Before you give your full thoughts, Jay, I just want to point out Pia Toscano sang the American National Anthem tonight for the LA team clinching the championship. I don't like what happened 11 years ago. Anyway, continue to tell.
Honestly, I kind of didn't like Saturday night's main event. Honestly, I feel like some of the matches we've seen before, like I said last time, Drew McIntyre always the bridesmaid, never the bride. It's like, really, do we really need to see this match again? He didn't win. It was the same as last time, I did like Jade versus Tiffany. I think the fact that Jade dominated Tiffany, I think that was really good. Really looking forward to that built-in feud with Bianca Belair. Jey Uso versus CM Punk, that was good. Happy for CM Punk. The triple threat match, I knew Dom was winning that. There was no way neither Penta nor Rusev were winning that,
Yeah, right.
So I just felt like, really, like this show was okay. JJ's gonna be shocked at me saying this, but I actually really liked Halloween Havoc a lot better than I did Saturday night's main event.
Oh no, they're getting you too, Tatilla.
Clip that.
Because I didn't watch the NXT on Tuesday, so.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I didn't.
You weren't missing much.
I bet I wasn't.
Well, we sound like a bunch of haters. We sound like a couple of haters.
What we got in the bottom tier? Couple That was way too authentic. I'm gonna stop doing that shit right now.
Hey,
Anyway.
can we get him back, please? Instead
No!
pretending he's the worst human being ever.
No.
Yes.
Nah.
He's good at wrestling now. He's okay.
They can't hire him back. He can't work in the LA building. He has to go to the Intimate Dome to get his ass in the building.
Yeah, they can. What do you mean?
He's banned from Staples Center.
They can unban him if WWE requested it
They
or
could,
AEW
but
requested
they're not.
it.
No. It wasn't WWE.
Okay, so one arena banned him. All right,
Yeah,
whatever.
so fucking no. I no. Anyway, Tatilla, continue. I'm sorry.
No, that was pretty much it. I didn't really like Saturday night's main event. It was all right.
Okay.
I felt like there was a lot of matches we've seen before, and like I said, like Cody versus Drew, like Stevie Wonder could have told you Cody Rhodes was winning that one.
God
damn. So.
Oh my shit. Not only is she a hate. No, I'm sorry. Gee, go ahead.
I mean, now that I
You
had a
called me,
couple,
so
yeah. I mean, now that I had a couple hours to think about it, I mean, you know, it's Saturday night's main event. It's not a PLE. It's just a show on Peacock just to throw matches out there. You know, with Drew's match, you know, he threw in that stipulation if Cody got disqualified or counted out, he'd lose the title, and that backfired on Drew.
100%.
You know, like I said, that Jade match couldn't have been more than a squash match.
Oh.
Like Jade was just like absolute perfect in that. Like if you turned her heel, she has to win the title because then it would just been pointless turning her heel.
Right.
The triple threat, like I said, that one moment just made me laugh with dumbass Dom. Like he pulled an Eddie move in a triple threat match, and the ref was like, "Are you stupid right now?" I was like, "He's not gonna get disqualified."
Yeah, JJ. For context, he threw
threw a
the
chair.
chair to Rusev and then fucking flat back like Eddie would do. The referee's like, "It's no disqualification, you moron."
Yeah.
So Jay said dumbass Dom, and I'm like, fuck yes, dude. That's
Yeah,
the new
dumbass
shit.
Dom.
I'm making that
And then-
shit for fucking
And
Survivor
then
Series.
there was another part in the match where we called Rusev being a dumb heel because he did something stupid. Falling for the bell ringing after.
Oh
after the,
God, I know. God, it's like when does Aaron start calling him the stupid heel?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so frustrating.
But yeah, I didn't see Dom losing that match. That was a good match though. Like all three of them
It was still good.
Are good. You know, they're good mid carders. And then the CM Punk match and Jay match, that was a good match too. You know, back and forth. You know, we thought there might have been some shenanigans with the Vision. I'm surprised Jimmy didn't come out at all either. You know, and try to like help Jay and accidentally cost him the title. But I liked it. You know, they focused on the two men, a clean match to determine a new champ. We got CM Punk as a champ. So I'm excited for Monday. I'm excited for December 15th when I go to Monday Night Raw because I'll see a CM Punk as World Heavyweight Champion. Hopefully, if he doesn't defend the title at Survivor Series. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next couple of months too for WWE to see where this goes, especially with this tournament with the determining John Cena's final opponent. So
yeah, I'm definitely curious about that.
That's my
Ash, what
hot
say
take
you?
on it.
For like, I'm happy CM Punk won because I am a big CM Punk fan. I have been a Punk fan since 2008 when he helped me get back into wrestling when I stopped watching it for a long period of time. I mean, I only watched like the ending parts of the match. I didn't watch it fully, and I liked what I saw. But oh my God, Bill Brooks, CM Punk, never ever 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 do a spear because oh my God, that was whack.
Yeah, that spear was.
Please
man.
don't do that, Punk. Like no, like your other high impact moves you do, that's fine. Just don't do a spear because that looks so ugly. So yeah, I only saw the ending sequence. I liked what I saw, minus the whack ass spear. But other than that,
right,
I'm happy Punk won. I'm looking forward to how long his title reign is, who he ends up dropping the title to, and how long that person's reign is going to be.
Right? Yeah, definitely. It's one of those. It definitely happened because Seth got hurt. Like, there's no way around denying that. But now it's like, okay, well, he's finally got the title with no Rollins to obstruct him.
Mm-hmm.
I opinion on the air, and JJ, I'll throw it to you by asking you this because I know you're a fan of this guy. Drew McIntyre once again loses to Cody Rhodes. For the most part, Drew McIntyre got schooled on the feud with Punk. But now Punk has something that Drew would like to obtain and grab at. Do we revisit that with the injury to Jacob Fatu and the absence of Seth Rollins? Do we go back to Punk versus Drew again?
No.
Okay.
No. And once me and James give our thoughts, that's going to segue into the other part of the topic on this, because with the Rumble now looming, I'm curious who our early predictions are to win the Rumble.
Yeah, right?
Considering who our current champions are, but we'll get to that momentarily. I will say this much. If this had been a predictions thing, I would have aced it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody that I wanted to win won.
Hey, take her out, dude.
Whether you want to call that predictable or whatever, a knock it for its predictability or whatever, but I didn't think Drew was going to win. I figured Cody would retain. I had much the same philosophy when it came to Jade. What's the point in her heel turn if you're going to have her lose to Tiffany again? IC title, I was a little bit torn because I really would like to see Penta get a run with it.
Right.
But knowing we're coming to San Diego and Boston, I figured if we were going to do the Cena thing, one of those spots is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as far as Punk and Jay, no disrespect to Jay, but I wanted Punk to get a run with it. And you can say, oh, that's petty. You can be a hater, but as petty as that may be, I'm not the one that posted this image on Instagram.
There you go. Right on.
All elite WWE champions.
Fuck, that's tremendous. I love that. Somebody please call
4 pillars, right?
What?
4 pillars, right?
Jesus.
Has somebody checked on Tony Khan's welfare after this picture went up?
Somebody should tweet that to Tony Khan. Oh my god!
Right here. Has somebody called Tony Khan check on his welfare today? No. Put it back up. Put it back up real quick.
I know James doesn't follow this person, but I'm curious to see if Heel Lucy tweeted this out and had some kind of shit to say.
Oh, fuck him.
Because this totally looks like the picture that he would send with a Tony Khan fumbled type of thing to it.
No, but that's the thing. It's who cares? That's me now. Whatever.
But
leave it alone. Leave the poor boy alone. He's only a boy.
I'm just happy. I'm happy, and not for petty reasons, just for logical reasons. I've been a Punk fan pretty much my entire wrestling fandom ever since I learned of Punk. I've been a Punk fan. I've never wavered on Punk. Jeff has wavered on Punk. There have been times when Jeff thought Punk was a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
And I never wavered on Punk. Much like I've never wavered on The Rock. Same thing with Jade. Same thing with Jade. Been a fan with her since I first saw her.
Yeah.
So I'm beyond stoked.
I've watched so little in the last month or two. I completely forgot Ricky was the NXT champion. And that shit makes my day, because that was a guy that had AEW not signed him up, he would have been probably part of this show on the regular. He was that much of a fan of my stuff and a friend. He still is a friend, but
so
contracts are what they are. But that picture made me smile so big. I'm so glad you posted that.
So we'll let James go ahead and bring it home. And then James, I want you to think, because you'll be the first person to go on the second half of this. And we'll go back around the other way to bring it back to Jeff. So after you give your thoughts on Saturday night's main event based off of what you've heard, who is your early thought to win the Rumble to go after either Cody or Punk? Go ahead with your SNME thoughts and then answer that question as well.
All right. Well, I'll say this much. I like the Punk. He's the champ again. Yay. I'm a big Punk fan. I always will be a Punk fan. Cool. I'm big happy about this. I also am a fan of Dom. Glad he retained. I think he's great. I also think Jade. I like Jade. I know a lot of people don't. I like her. She's cool. Glad she won. Although I'm sad Tiffany got squashed. I'm big sad about that. And then, yeah, Cody Homelander. Let's go. I
still hate that everyone keeps saying Cody Homelander. I have no reference to Homelander.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch The Boys. You gotta watch The Boys. It's great. It's a great show.
I'm on the same boat as you, JJ. I don't watch The Boys, so I don't really get the reference.
If you see the show and you see the outfits Cody wears, it's very Homelander inspired.
I've seen his outfits, and I've seen a Homelander outfit.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And Homelander is very similar to Cody in that he, what Ash said earlier might come true as part of the gimmicks. Just saying. So you never know. So I'm happy. I was happy with the results of it. Early prediction. Oof. See, the thing is, like, in my heart, I want it to be Breaker. Because I want Breaker to get that moment with Punk. And I feel like that kid's the future. And I feel like that there's unresolved issues there between Breaker and Punk that they need to finish up there. And I think that Punk is obviously going to put Breaker over. And then my heart says my heart says Breaker. My mind says Roman. I feel like they're just going to go with Roman again because, why not? Especially if they're going to do the role reversal, why not? Cody Roman 3 for the championship. Personally, I'd rather him just win the Elimination Chamber for that spot. I mean, makes more sense to me. I'd rather Braun win the Rumble because I feel like that's a bigger accomplishment for him, especially when you consider the last 3 fucking Rumbles have had viral moments involving fucking Braun. So I would like it to be Braun. But yeah, overall happy with the results of Saturday night's main event, even though I did not watch because y'all know why.
Fair enough.
There you go. I will have to jet as well, by the way, after my thoughts. So
okay.
I just wanted to give that thought real quick. If y'all wondered where I've been on social media land other than my shows, because you'll notice I haven't not necessarily been active on either side of the fence lately. Literally, I think this is the last show. This is the most recent show I've been a part of. I've skipped out on watch-alongs and collective stuff. It's because the documentary is taking precedent, and I need to get that done. And I am basically about to put an all-nighter to finish the rough draft of such. So wish me luck on that, please. Thank you. And
May the force be with you.
Yes, and also with you. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, please wish me luck as I pull an all-nighter to try to finish this up. And also, in general, got life going on. Life happens. Shit happens. So I'm doing the things that I need to do. I will come back momentarily. Once this documentary is done, I then have a whole other project to do, which is the freaking highlight reels for the last 2 years for this fucking show.
That's fair too. That's
so
fair.
kind of what's happening. That's why I'm like trying to get this done so I can get to that, and then that's going to take me all of the next 2 months. So yay. That will be infinitely easier than doing a doc. I'll tell you that right now.
So change this off early time to do really cool and dumb things for the internet.
Yes. What happened, Ash?
I said I can't wait for the highlights. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Indeed. So they will be interesting.
Before you go, I want to reply to Nick's comments about the Jay should win the Rumble. No, the Jay should win Money in the Bank in September. That way, when whoever wins the World Series wins, Jay's like, "Ah, wait, fuck off, wait."
I like that idea.
They're gonna run in like, "No, just kidding. We're gonna win the World Series now. We're cashing our shit."
Yeah,
that's
fair.
fucking epic if it was a real thing. Oh my god, it'd be so funny.
So yeah.
But alas, it's not.
But yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. That's basically why I've been like not as active on the social medias. It's because I've been working, and I will continue to go back to my works. And yeah, I have basically been out of the loop other than the Vince Russo stuff, and that's because Ryan called me about it. So there you go.
Right.
That's literally the only reason I even know about it. That's why I brought it up as a topic for this show. So yeah. That said, hope y'all enjoy the documentary so far. Go check out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't already. Part 3
Absolutely.
soon to be there. If you're a hockey fan, you're definitely going to want to see part 3. If you're a human interest stories fan and like documentaries like that, you're going to want to see this. Trust and believe. This is going to be a nice crescendo that this is shaping up to be. So please go support my uncle. As always, I'm doing cool and tough things on the internet. Follow me at jhabertside95 on Twitter and YouTube. I will see you on TISM.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
So, if you're in the chat room, Nick is going through the 7 stages of grief right now. He's already past the shock and denial. He's clearly in the pain and the guilt. Apparently, he's clearly in the anger and bargaining stage. So, God bless him. How much Zima, Nick? How much Zima is that we're asking? The folks all want to know.
You know what's sad? When you're asking for funeral music, I was about to play that bit from SpongeBob SquarePants when Mr. Krabs plays the world's smallest violin.
Oh no!
Because I have it saved on my phone in my favorites right away. I was just ready to play it, but I got the time's passed, so I'll just leave the poor boy alone.
It really was a world's smallest violin.
I'm not sure about the music.
I'd play it, but I'm worried we're gonna get copyright strike.
That's
good girl.
Just Viacom.
I'm not sure about part of it, but I do know a guy that can help the funeral. We can pull it off. We can do it.
Damn it, Meach.
That was last night.
All right, Ash. So who do you think is an early pick for the Rumble?
So I think it's probably going to be most likely Braun Breaker. And there's this other person who's been my backup pick since 2017. And I've been on this train since then. And every year be like, all right, guys, let's get Sami Zayn to win the Rumble. Let's get Sami Zayn to win. What better way? Because it's in Saudi. Who's over with the Saudi crowd? Freaking Sami Zayn. That's why when you mentioned that, I'm like, you are reading my mind. Because I remember, oh my God, I was watching Royal Rumble 2017 with a group of friends. And it got to the point where we're like, anyone but Roman Reigns win the Rumble. And I kept saying like, guys, relax. Sammy's in the Rumble. He could win the Rumble, guys. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, he got eliminated. Guys, Jericho's in the Rumble. He can win the Rumble. Oh, crap. 2017 was a wild time.
Cities. We got the Rumble discussion in here, and we've got fucking the grief of the Toronto Blue Jays and freaking medical care for Seth Rollins in the chat room. This is the weirdest fucking show I've done in a month. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
it got to the point where we just wanted anyone but Roman Reigns, and we were like, and ever since then, I've been like, you know what, Sami can win the Rumble. There's going to be a time when Sami Zayn can win the Rumble. If motherfucking Jey Uso can win the Rumble, so can Sami Zayn.
Damn.
With little to no build-up.
Hey.
I mean, let's be real. When Jey won the Rumble this year, even though it was like, was he really built up?
Let me ask you this, Ash.
It was a cool moment, but I think John Cena not winning the Rumble and the way he won Elimination Chamber and then what happened after was fucking cinema. So I'm okay with the way it all shook out, right?
Let me ask you this, Ash.
Yes.
If Sami wins the Rumble, Do you have him go after Punk or Cody?
Oh, he's going after fucking Cody. I want that title off him. He's going after Cody. It's like, because there's a way we can get Braun Breaker to get to CM Punk, and that's through Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
Or Roman, because the whole WrestleMania trailer being kind of like the OG Punk or Heyman guys. Brock, Roman, Punk.
Dude, it's been in the back of my mind since they had that exchange about how Heyman pulled the Rhodes family out of the financial darkness. Dude, I need Cody with Heyman so bad. Like, I need that in my life.
I am at the point where it's just like, it doesn't matter to me who wins the title, whoever gets that title off of Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna be like, you are my new favorite for the time being until you drop that title.
Right.
Because I just don't want Cody as champion. I know I'm sound like a colossal hater, and I own up to that shit because I'm well aware I'm Queen Cody Rhodes hater. Because he just doesn't do anything for me. He's so disingenuous. He's so boring. He's just I don't know, man. Like I don't know what to
It's scary, Jay. There's enough people in my life now where you can actually have a Cody Rhodes hate club rather than a fan club.
So I skipped myself on purpose because I wanted to see if anyone was going to say Sammy first.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to be Sammy too, now more than ever, with the people that he has to choose from.
Yeah.
At first, I was kind of entertaining it just because it was Saudi.
Right.
But now that his choices are Punk or Cody, either way, I could see Sammy going for the championship. Because Sammy has been vocal about Punk. So there's sense there if he were to go after Punk. But if he goes after Cody, especially if Cody is teasing this heel turn, he DDT'd Drew on the title and smirked like he knew what he was doing. Sammy has kind of always been the conscience. And who was his best friend's last match against before he got put out with an injury? Cody. So he could be going after Cody for Kevin to avenge Kevin's injury. That just makes the chase even more noble. And then I could see Sammy not having a long run, having a run similar to Jay this year. That way he could win the title again at Mania in Saudi in 2027. So have him win the title at Mania 2 years in a row, which I know sounds kind of a big deal, but that gives him the Rumble win in Saudi and the title win in Saudi also. And if you really want to prolong the story, he challenges Cody this year and fails, just like when Cody fought Roman the first time. And then wins probably the Chamber next year. That last chance opportunity, and then takes the title in Saudi. But more than ever, I'm thinking that Sammy is the Rumble winner because whoever he goes after, there's a legitimate story right there.
Okay.
And you could say that for a few other people too, like we've talked about Roman. Obviously have round 3 with Cody with different sides. Roman and Punk, Punk was on the War Games team last year, helping Roman. There's kind of been this uneasy tension between the two of them, even though they've been on the same side.
Punk's favor cost him his wise man.
So, you know, there's some story that could be written there too.
Absolutely.
On both sides for Roman, but I think Sammy and Roman, just off the tip of my head, so don't come at me, people, are the only two people I could really think of for both sides of that coin right now.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
Datilla, who do you see as an early Rumble victor coming out of Saturday night's main event and knowing who the champions currently are?
For men's, it's both Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn. For women's, I'd say Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't even thinking about the women's. I was just more so focused on the men's right now. But no, that's fine. She wanted to throw Liv in there. Liv is a fair shout. Who would she go after, though?
I'd say Stephanie Vodka. Well, if she is champion by, so champion afterwards. Because I don't think I feel like Bianca should win the Chamber and go after Jade. I don't think Bianca needs to win the Rumble
Again.
again.
Yeah.
You know,
Chamber though. Yeah, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Especially since Jade's return was this year at the Chamber, beating Naomi down right in front of Bianca.
Circle of life.
And it moves us all.
It does move us all, especially in wrestling.
Yeah, see, I think Liv winning the Rumble would only make sense if Roxanne is champion.
And we might get there.
We might get there. Who knows?
We might, but I just and again, it's been a minute since I've watched, but with the pieces where they currently are, I don't see it.
Good.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I can't think of anybody else for the women right now specifically, just besides Liv Morgan, because I don't know when the timeline for her return is. So
They're saying that they're hoping to have her back by the end of the year, going into the Rumble.
So I feel like her coming back at the Rumble and winning would be great, but right now, as of right now, I can't think of anybody else besides Liv.
Yeah, I think Liv coming back is almost too good, too predictable, because a lot of the Rumble winners have had that absence makes their heart grow fonder thing. God, look at Triple H. He went away being the worst of the worst. Like, he was so evil. He orchestrated to have Austin ran down, and Austin still sided with him. That's how badass Triple H was as a heel. But then he came back, and everybody was so glad he was back, they couldn't help but cheer him. And that's happened quite a bit over the years with returns from prolonged injury in the Royal Rumble. I personally believe that Liv is enjoying the out of being bad, because her character was so not fleshed out in NXT, and then when she moved up, they kept going back and forth with her on like a definitive one side of the fence or the other. She is a cheating, man stealing, freaking skimpy dressing, blonde hoe bag. And she fucking loves being that person. So she may get that initial, oh, yay, she's back. And it'd be like, nah, bitches. Nah, fuck you. Don't be cheering for me. No. Much like Alexa did when she won the Chamber. She fucking roped everybody in, and everybody should have hopes and dreams, except you'll never fucking get them. I was like, yeah, Alexi, get the motherfuckers. Liv can do that kind of shit. So I don't know. And again, to your other point, I don't really know who else can be considered for the women's either, because the future is so undefined. If we get Roxanne in that title role, then Liv's got motivation. If we get Rhea in that title role, Liv's got motivation. But having her just go in there into what will ultimately be a cold program seems like let's just let it flesh out. Men's side, I love everybody's theories. I even like Austin Theory, just as a long shot. Miss that motherfucker. I know people don't like Theory. I love me some Theory. I know you do too. And like I said when I introduced him, because you were in the green room, there is only one Big G. Fuck Grayson Waller, even though I like him too. But no, fuck that guy. It's all about Austin Theory. But I really can't make myself look past Sammy, Braun, or Roman. Especially with the people that are champion now. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. I would love it if it was Braun Breaker. I would love it if, as much as I enjoy Punk being back and him finally getting that world title, if he holds it from now until WrestleMania and then Braun Breaker spears him halfway to fucking Reno, I'm here for it.
Oh, that's a good pick, Oscar.
I would like that if I knew they would go further with it.
Yeah.
If it's just about let Asuka win at WrestleMania finally, and there's no other substance to the story, I don't really care.
Could this be the opportunity, the rare opportunity, to let an NXT woman win the Rumble?
Depends who you're referring to.
I mean, there's plenty of them down there that I feel are ready to move up.
Yep.
You know, everybody keeps coming back to Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Grace versus Stephanie Vakir? Or even Jordan Grace versus Jade?
I'm here for those.
Two big mommies going at it? Hell yeah.
Right? You know who they're kind of getting behind? They're kind of getting behind again, Jay. You mentioned her male counterpart earlier. Let's get Thea Hale some more love. You know, even if she wins the Rumble and uses it for an NXT Women's title shot, like Charlotte did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for Thea Hale finally getting that goddamn NXT title. God knows she's one of the few that fucking deserves it.
You know, or could it even be somebody that's so unexpected, so out of left field, like Chelsea?
I was just about to say that. I was say I would like it if Chelsea Green wins.
I would love that if Chelsea became the women's champion as a Rumble winner. That would be a cool story.
But I mean, like I said, going back to the NXT, like there's so many women that I think are ready to come up, whether it's Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Lash Legend. You know, you've got Jordan ready down there. You got Fatal Influence. At least Fallon and JC.
Yeah.
And considering JC defeated Stephanie for that championship,
yep.
You know, I've already beaten you once for the women's title. I'm going to beat you again.
Mm-hmm.
She's got that chip on her shoulder now, having lost the title. So,
I mean, I don't think she'll get a call up until she loses the Knockouts title, but I feel like she's going to lose it by the end of the year. Oh, wait, she did lose it already because Kehlani's champion now. Kehlani's champion now. It's still on an NXT person. That's why I brain farted. But again, haven't watched the Weekly Project for a minute. But
Although JC Jane's a good shot, like she would probably have a good showing in the Rumble, even if she doesn't win it. Because I think she's main roster already. But does she bring up her other two Fatal Influence people or
bring Fallon with her?
I feel like she has to. I don't know about the new girl, how she would do, but as long as she's just kind of like managerial and tag team, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
But JC and Fallon, I think, are definitely ready. Fallon's been ready.
Fallon was ready after the feud with Tiffany. She was ready then. Honest to God, she was. And I love Fallon Henley. God damn it.
What I've noticed about my NXT is if you are on one side of the coin or the other, as far as face or heel, they make sure you can work both sides before they bring you up.
Yes. Yes.
Because Braun was pretty much a career babyface in NXT.
Yep.
Turned him heel. Gave him that run with Corbin before they brought him up. Wanted to make sure he could do heel.
Yep.
Trick. Babyface. Yeah, he was kind of a heel when Mello was a heel, but he wasn't really wrestling all that much then. As a wrestler, he was pretty much a babyface. And then they did the heel turn.
Yep.
And they made sure he could work as a heel.
Yep.
Fallon, pretty much a babyface.
Yep.
Did that heel flip. Now they know she can work heel.
Yep. Exactly.
You
And
know,
I
they
love
make
it with
sure you
Trick.
can work both sides.
Yeah. Not only they turn Trick, they use TNA as that vehicle for him, and fuck did it work. I was in that crowd at ringside when he disrupted the Rebellion ending, and I wanted to jump the rail and just beat the fuck out of him for that.
Especially
This is
since he cost
Frankie
Frankie
and-
the title.
What's that?
Especially since he cost Frankie the title.
Well, okay, no. He didn't cost Frankie the title because he came out after the match was over.
I know, but still.
But no, I did want to beat Ethan Page's ass for that. That God, I love Ethan Page, like fucking North America, the best North American of all time. But fuck me, I was so mad anyway. And then Trick completely shit all over the entire ending of the pay per view. Like he's a heel for me. Like, fuck you, dude.
Go ahead, Nicola. I see your hand up.
Out as hell.
I have to say, like, Trick Williams, and I said this before, Trick Williams really came onto his own as a heel. I think he did a phenomenal job being TNA World Champion. He turned TNA into Trick and A.
Yeah.
You know, he did a really, really good job as a heel. And I think he really needed that. I think he did. And it worked really well for him. And I hope the same thing happens to Kalani Jordan. I hope she really comes into her own as Knockouts champion. But yeah, Trick Williams did a really great job. And I think that he's going to go to the main roster and reunite with Melo.
I 100% agree. They've been doing this theme lately, I've noticed, with real life couples.
Yes.
Dude, bring Trick, bring Kalani, bring Lash. And just let them all be a stable, because Lash and Trick are a real life couple and Kalani and Melo are a real life couple.
It's a pretty fearsome foursome for my money.
For real. Then you've got 2 men and 2 women. You know, you can split the world and the mid-card titles, and they can tag with each other to go after the tag titles.
Yep.
So you've got another desperately needed women's tag team.
Right.
You've got Trick Mello Gang back together.
Yeah.
And then again, one can go after the IC or US women's title, one can go after the Raw or SmackDown women's title, and the same for the men.
And Arlene's point is valid. Lash is fucking floundering right now. They're not doing
Ever since Metaphor broke up.
Yep. They ain't done
Shit.
shit with her.
Jakara Jackson's doing more in the indies than Lash is doing in NXT.
Fucking right.
I said it and I mean it.
And God bless Jakara. She's fucking doing great right now.
Yeah, Mara Sade, as she's now known.
Yeah.
Hey, her and freaking Elena
Or,
Black and Mandy Rose are collaborating in places that, like, yay for the fans. Like, I'm just saying. So
And
they're making
only
fucking
the
bank.
fans.
Fucking bank doing it compared to what, you know, and again, you ain't seen hide nor hair of Lash since the Metaphor breakup, like you said, which is bullshit because she's
And
got
Noam.
raw, natural talent and she's got the look.
Noam Dar, too, has been
Yeah.
MIA.
Yeah.
Came
But
back
yeah.
from injury, broke up Metaphor.
Yeah, that made no sense to me. And I you know,
And then 2 of them were released like later that week.
right. But as far as the Rumble, yeah, there'd have to be a drastic shift in the presentation for me to think anybody but Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, or Sami Zayn.
What about Bronson? And I only bring him up since he's part of that vision. Like,
Yeah.
did you see Bronson possibly doing it, or do you think that Braun is the obvious breakout?
I think Braun is, and again, I'm making comparisons because of where they are. I think Braun is more the Randy Orton where he's ready earlier. Give Bronson another year, maybe a little bit more. I think Bronson's breakout, he's going to be the guy, even if it's for a brief time, will be SummerSlam next year. I think 2026 will be Bronson's year, like 2025 has been Braun's year.
Okay.
But to start the year, Braun Breaker's the guy to go for the title in Vegas. At least for my money.
All right. Well, I believe that pretty much wraps things up. The only other thing we were going to discuss, James has kind of dipped out, so can't really discuss. So
and it was it was
more or less filler anyway, but
and I didn't see the show that was going to be talked about, so it's kind of like
yeah, neither did I. So
yeah. Well,
we love you, Nick.
Seriously, I just want to part of me wants to take part of my 2026 trip fund for Dylan and I and just fly to Toronto and just
Well, let's go ahead and start doing these plugs. I saw the private chat. Datilla wants to go Mimi's, so she can go first.
Well, with daylight savings, you're all going to get an extra hour of sleep. So
she's got a big Monday. She's finally going to see this fucking movie, JJ. She's got to get her beauty rest now on Monday.
I gotta, as happy as I am that you're going to go see it in theaters and Datilla's finally going to see it. Why Monday? Was that the only day that kind of worked to your schedule?
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised. Because I'm surprised you're not going on Wednesday. Because Wednesday would be November 5th.
I know.
2025. 70 years to the day that the clock tower got struck by lightning.
Yes. Well, no.
So, yeah, November 5th.
Fell off the toilet.
Okay.
It was a week later than
it was later that week. Okay. But still.
So the reasons are date. Yeah, the reasons are threefold, two of which were just stuff in our lives that we can't meet up Wednesday. The third will be part of a plug I do later. So.
Okay.
All
right. So go ahead to tell us. Sorry about that.
That's all good. You can just catch me on Twitter at @Datill_. You can check out my YouTube channel, Rangers of Wrestling, and much to JJ's delight, I covered Halloween Havoc. I hope you watched. And you just check out all my other social media channels, Rangers of Wrestling. I still haven't fixed my Nintendo Switch. I've been really lagging on that, fixing my Nintendo Switch, because I really want to stream Rita's Rewind for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But until then, the last thing I'm gonna say, and because I told JJ that I would say this on the air, I actually really did I went back, watched Halloween Havoc. I really did like the show. I did, except for Dark State. Could care less about Dark State.
Yeah.
But I really liked the show. It was a really good show. I did. Not enough to get me to watch the weekly show.
Of course. I haven't gone back and watched Halloween Havoc yet, so I haven't watched your review yet because I didn't want to watch the review until I saw the show. But now that things are changing for me for the better, hopefully I'll be able to watch Halloween Havoc on Monday since I can't watch Raw, and then I'll watch your review.
All right, fair enough. All right, then. Well, I will bid everybody au revoir. Bye.
Powering down.
Powering down. Good night, Tatilla. See you Monday.
All right. Let's go ahead and start running through some of these others.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Follow Walter on YouTube at Rage of Wrestling, Instagram Walter.Cruz.940, X and Blue Sky. Is Blue Sky still a thing? ? At Walter Alex Cruz.
Right.
The original, the only Big G.
That's right.
Original Big G1 on X, YouTube, and TikTok, and on Instagram, Original Big G 1988. You've seen them in the chat room. Follow the Dominguez EDM7324 on Insta, ADM73244 for Arlene on X, and Arlene Dominguez on Instagram. He was not here today, but still follow the Simple Man. Give him some love at nfoster1916 on X and YouTube. That will bring us to you, Ash.
Yeah, you can follow me on X, the app formerly known as Twitter, at ShadowBadAsh. You can catch me in the spaces, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Batty for Wrestling. Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, I'll be a dickhead.
You can find me on Instagram at the Renegade JJ Williams, YouTube, of course, Casa D18 Studios, X ROWJJ Williams, and Casa D18 Studio. No S at the end of the X account. Of course, make sure you follow us. SR Studios 2024 on X. That is the only place where you can vote for the first annual Simply Reliable Studios Awards. The next award to vote for will go live at 9 Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. Be checking for that. That'll be for male Breakout Star of the Year.
There you go. All right, here we go.
Now I'm going to leave it to Jeff to run through his 20 pictures that he uploaded, which is why I couldn't upload the Jack Evans image to bring onto the screen.
Sorry. All right. It was decided earlier in the week, but officially 1 year from today, Sam and me just returning to town, I should say. So look out for that next year. Again, I want to thank everybody that helped me put this crazy costume together for yesterday. And now I've got a go-to Paul Bearer costume for all time. Love you, Purse. Miss you. Miss the shit out of you, if I'm being real. The next time you will see me on the air is Tuesday night for the No DQ review, because I finally get to go back on. I haven't been on in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. But Wednesday night is the return of the Greg Cherry Show. It all begins again, episode 240, and it's Greg's birthday. So you'll see a couple of shout outs from people that I've had the opportunity to encounter, and Maddie's got plans too. I don't know what he's got planned on his side, but it's gonna be a fun day for Greg, and that is the official restart for the Greg Cherry brand. So Greg Cherry will be on every week going forward from there. That'll be awesome. Let's see what we got here. Of course, check out my buddy Ariel's album. It's out now. Scan the QR code now. She's actually in Thailand right now. She'll be back next week. Her first ever solo tour. She was in Osaka and Tokyo and Thailand. She has a great cover out on Spotify and all the musics of the classic song Somebody's Watching Me. It was her Halloween release. God damn, it's good. She did such a good job on that. I will send you both the link. You can spread that news. It's beautiful. I love the shit out of it. And you can catch her when she comes back if you're in the area in November on the 15th and the 29th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on the 23rd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. But I highly encourage you to check out her appearances on the 29th as you watch the pre-show for Survivor Series, because I and my son, along with Datilla and the Dominguez, will be at Petco Park or in the area all day Saturday. And we'll be going on the air at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, across my channel, across the Greg Cherry brand, and across Simply Reliable Studios. And we'll be throwing to the Topanga Mall at the bottom of it, at the about 20 till the hour throughout that pre-show, because we're going to be covering all the matches and previewing everything, and then we're going to throw to Ariel for music. And until then, you can find me on X and Instagram _ Jeff Meacham, at Facebook at Jeff Meacham, and beginning January 5th for the full relaunch of my YouTube channel on January 5th at Jeff Meacham there as well. And I'd like to thank Venice.ai for my awesome animated images, putting me into Mickey's world instead of him coming into mine. It's a beautiful thing. I'm loving new technology as it develops, because I am bored off my fucking gourd here when I'm not at Disneyland. So it's awesome. Anyway, that's it for me.
And that's going to do it for all of us here at the Simply Reliable Studios for another episode of the Saturday Shenanigans. Want to thank everybody that was here. I even want to thank everybody that wasn't here, because we understand the reasons why you guys weren't here, why you dipped early. Nick, my brother, Go buy you some Kleenex.
Right.
Cry it out. We love you. There's always next year.
And next weekend for his birthday.
Yes.
So
everybody have yourself a good evening, and we will catch you guys next time.